Speaking about
But they
Mpho,
love Mpho. Why
no,
would they
I'm
not
asking
like
you,
me?
what are you guys doing?
We are working hard. Yeah.
Ready to
But like my father.
I told them I was going to ask you.
No,
No, seriously. What are you guys doing?
Yeah. But that's been the case.
I actually thought she was going to come through.
Oh,
you know?
word. Yeah. But
that's
been the case for like 10 years
for people
now.
who are asking themselves.
Yeah.
So you guys have been at it for 10 years?
For 10 years straight.
So you guys are not dating?
Define dating.
Like I was thinking on Google.
We go on dates, because you don't go on dates with your friends?
No, Abby would get mad.
You don't go out to lunch,
No, I do. You know,
that's a date, gun.
So you guys are...
Yo, see you at 7, or it's a date.
Hey, okay. So, how else should I ask this question?
Can I keep posting what I was supposed to
Batho ba feel gore la jola, wa bona.
Oh, but I feel like jola. But I have feelings.
Hey, but so... But to keep a...
I don't feel what.
No, I just think they're really tight. I want to get like, hey, get it, Tyler. I'm not gonna do that to him too. I think he should do it to himself. Hi,
Mpho and I have been friends for literally 10 years straight. That is one of my closest people in life. If there's somebody that holds me down, somebody who gets me, somebody who cares for me, man, you know, and not someone who cares for me do the party.
Yeah.
Someone who cares for Pipe.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Like Moto. Oh man, I can't Botswana monate, guys.
Yeah, no.
Hey, how long do you really go through?
I'm trying to understand.
No, Botswana monate in all shapes and forms, man.
You guys travel a lot together, and I'm really, really happy, especially because South Africa, you know, and I think you guys are really good for each other's careers as well. Like I think as well.
Yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I don't have a girlfriend.
Why?
Why?
No, Mr. What clicks? You remember
Okay, how Sana
Ebi.
Pampiri Hote Pampiri official? Hote single or married or signing?
Ebi. I don't know. Well,
you don't
single.
know?
Let me just say single. Let me say single because there's no other spot there.
Yeah.
But
no, I don't have a girlfriend. I have a partner.
oh,
There's a difference.
okay.
Yeah.
So
I guess when we are ready.
Who's not ready right now?
Shit, dog, what?
Let me cook.
This is this cooking slab.
Who's not ready?
When we're ready. You know, I'd never really understood how marriage goes in terms of being ready for it. But people who are married and people who have children, but I thought you'd never be ready for that thing. It's either you do it or you don't.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, excuse me. So, I'll do it when it happens. You get
Okay.
me? But I want to, man. I never really had good examples of good marriages in my childhood until now.
Are you folks together?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, they divorced when I was young and probably were doing grade 3, grade 5, somewhere there.
Snap, dog.
Yeah, so I never saw it.
Yeah.
But I know I'm capable of it.
Of different identities. Podcast with PODI-CAST.
Yo.
Let me do it. Hey, yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of PODI-CAST. My name is Mpho the Party, and I'm your host this evening. A broadcaster live from News Cafe, where we have the honor of even sampling some great drinks that they're going to be providing as of the 1st of April. News Cafe is back. The hashtag is It's About the Vibe. Monkey shoulder with a brand new flavor of strips. Check it out. Grapefruit. You're never going to see it again except right here at News Cafe. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce my guest on this episode of PODI-CAST. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the legendary Big SCAR.
I think we can close the shop. I don't try Hello. Nice one, Papa. Nice one. What's going on, everybody? Sis. No, you did it well. As you can tell, guys, new surroundings. We're at News Cafe, and this is where we're going to be at for a couple of weeks, for a couple of these episodes, so that you can check out, that beautiful, beautiful spot. So, I thought we bull in just a little bit, like Mdu said, but, we have the pleasure of being here and sampling some of the things that they have. Remember, there's something cool about being on the Podicast. Like you can see right here on our QR code. That's where if you want some specials and you want to come through to News Cafe and get like a little because you watch the Podicast, just click onto the QR code and then you'll see all of the specials that they got. And if they know where you got the information from the Podicast, that's how you get hooked up, okay? You can also use Ponesa also to get yourself some airtime from all of the mobile companies and also get yourself some Motlakase. Welcome to the show. Hello, Mtutuzi. No, you know what they used to call News Cafe back in the day?
What did they call it?
News Cave.
News Cave. Get out of here,
News Cave.
No way.
I'm telling you, dog.
Let's talk about that special before we get into it.
There's
a rush hour special.
Yes, there's a rush hour special that happens every single day from 2 to 6 p.m. They have a brilliant menu here. They have all kinds of selected cocktails. They got Long Island iced tea. That is the must. Long Island.
Is it? It's a rite of passage.
That's how you learn.
That's how you learn how to drink.
And then there's cosmopolitans, there's mojitos, of course. There's a classic margarita, there's watermelon sugar, faithful bitch. Then there's a strawberry daiquiri. So make sure, come through to News Cafe. It's back, guys.
Yeah.
It's back, and this is where some of us, we learned a lot of things from here. Little UB before the drop out. And learn a little bit about the cocktail. So
it's like
really
you're
nice.
Teaching my life, because I used to also walk from UB to get here before
I'm just
we
happy
dropped
it's
out.
back,
Yeah.
because like I think it's a mainstay in the city, in every other city, like even in Joburg, in South Africa, it's a big deal. So
100%. The one by the zone at Rosebank Mall.
I was starting to feel so was just so happy that they're back, and this is where the Podicast is coming at you from. All right, what a long intro. Let's get into the show. Mdu is gonna be here co-hosting and helping your brother out because there's a lot that's going on in B-Dub.
Yes,
instead of being a history channel and interviewing niggas, why not talk about what's going on right now? But first of all, how are you doing, Papa?
I'm good, man. And I would like to say that I actually really enjoy your podcast for the mere fact that it is a history channel.
Yes.
I say this a lot to people who ask me how I feel because everybody's always trying to get an opinion out of me, man.
Yeah.
So when people ask me how I feel about Podicast, I tell them, there's a part in our music industry or just in our entertainment industry that wasn't documented.
Yes.
So it's great to see Scar come back and document and have a conversation with those people, fill in the gaps for us.
Definitely.
From when it started to where it's at. So you're doing a great job, man.
Thank you so much. And I think what's really dope about that is that like you're a storyteller as well. And a lot of what like the young people think that they're doing these days, they think that it's never been done before.
Yeah.
So I always feel like if you give them like some stories like this, they can then push it to the next level.
Exactly.
Because I think some people think they're the first to do, and it's so easy to be the first, Botswana, because
100%.
it's a fairly new industry that we got, but man, we gotta tell these stories. So guys, make sure that you come through to the Podicast, including Bagolo and Doja. Kind of Franco-mized me like 3 times.
Oh snap! Don't say that.
Yeah, like about 3 times we called this brother. He's on his way.
Matata go to Libuabu Beach.
Yeah, come on. No way.
Don't play that game.
No way. But like,
That's the funniest picture ever.
Talking about Aussie.
Yeah.
Aussie or Zeus.
Yeah, now. Okay, let me sip this quickly, yeah?
Yeah. Hey, man, show them on that, yeah?
Hey, man, show them on that. It's one of my favorites, actually, yeah?
So
I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion about the matter.
Yeah.
Ozzy is my boy.
Yeah.
Zeus is my OG.
Yes, sir.
I have very good relationships with them both.
Yeah.
Khara khalemela Oz.
Okay.
And Rotle, we are all to blame. Khara khalemela braele hata bua machela ka sasa ta bua machela ka drama ta bua machela ka Zeus's niece.
Yeah.
All the weird things he was doing.
Yeah.
Narama hype. Oh, it's in Botswana hell like I hype because I could know bad news spreads faster.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna go viral, do something stupid like
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
So he was doing all of that, but dude, there's people at the other end. We are entertain a show.
Yeah.
People are entertained. Nah, bro.
Yeah, let's-
Haramo kalemela. Elentwana ro. Elentwana gago.
No,
Elentwana aga flazer. Haramo kalemela.
Why do I feel like this is about me? I try to talk to him.
How do you try to
every
talk
single
to him?
time? Okay, the last time I talked to him was after Zeus did the video.
Yeah.
And
Maloba kana
yeah,
rawiza.
Malob.
Okay.
But on the other times,
Yeah.
so you can't really sit down and have that type of conversation. But I did call him after Zeus made the video because I didn't know he had talked about him on Flazer's thing, and my name was also mentioned on there. But what I was telling him is like, yo, please don't respond. Concentrate on trying to make your one cheeky show happen.
Yeah.
And we'll revisit this situation because I think he's going through something.
Who, Ozzy?
Ozzy. I
Ozzy's
think
been
because
through something for years, though. Come on.
because I'm saying I'm not justifying what he's doing,
Yeah.
but because of proximity to Milene
Yeah.
and Rame as well and Zeus as well.
Yeah.
I try to look at it from what really could be, irking him so much that he wants to, act out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes like at face value. It's like
Yeah.
what's really going on with the human in him,
Yeah.
because he's not
Yeah.
dumb.
That's one thing.
You know what
He's
I mean?
actually quite a kind man.
He's a good brother.
I know Ozzy. I can melee. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I get a little in my own capacity when we're chilling really too, really sober.
Yeah.
He's my dog. We speak, though.
Yeah.
I should have also said something. I should have
Yeah.
said, yo, dog, that is not cool.
Yeah.
But now most of the time, like, but me, I know right. We should have said something, dog.
So with Zeus's response, how do you think did he handle it properly? Because
Who's Zeus or
yeah,
Ozzy?
Zeus, his response.
I feel like he did the mature thing. It took him time before he properly responded.
Yeah, I think.
And I think it was festering because
Yeah.
he was also disappointed by the game just letting all this stuff happen. And he was getting more and more disappointed. Zeus
Yeah.
is one of the OGs just like you.
Yeah.
So for him to watch people he paved the way for act out like that, I think it really hurt him.
It hurt because
I think it
gape-
really hurt Zeus.
yeah, gape ngwana o tlhoka hate, wa bona,
Exactly.
and talking about ngwana sa tlhoka hate. But
it's not cool.
let's talk about on social media a little bit, though.
Yeah.
Because I've had my fair share of all kinds of bullshit. Niggas doing media tours, talking about me everywhere and shit. And
That's me, by the way. I did that.
So I'm trying to figure out, how do you think like someone should be responding to these things? Because it's really difficult to just sit there and keep quiet. Zeus was the bigger man for a very long time.
Yeah.
But there's only so much that someone can take.
100%.
Do you think, when should you respond? And when
Yeah.
should you be quiet?
Fair. You see the way Zeus handled it. That's
Yeah.
some OG stuff right there.
Yeah.
I was just like, yo, but dog, like,
Yeah.
this is how to do it because he didn't take it to the streets.
Yeah.
And Zeus is not a.
No, he's not a punk. He's a
not a
Block
punk.
9 nigga.
Yeah, Zeus is not no punk.
Yeah,
fam,
yeah.
Okay.
I really hope they don't take it to the streets,
Nah,
though.
man, I don't think Zeus would do that. I think
Yeah.
he's way more mature for that.
Yeah.
Check me. So what I'm trying to say is that the way Zeus then ultimately handled it by dropping that freestyle.
Yeah.
I think it was cool because it was different.
Yeah.
As a true hip hop head and a beef, I'm expecting I want to hear a track that I can stream, a track that I can play, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But Zeus went to social media where it's Aussie's turf, I guess.
Yeah, where everyone is.
Where everyone is, and
Yeah.
it's like, cool, I'm gonna just drop a quick video, spit in some bars. You guys
Yeah.
know I'm an OG, I got bars for days, I don't have to prove it to y'all. But here's my piece on the matter. Instead of just getting on live, I must spit the bars.
Hey,
And I'm just
spit
like, hey,
some
get hip
bars.
hop a dog. You get me? I'm like, yo, bring the bars, fam.
I really hated seeing him in that space.
Yeah.
Especially because, we go through life, my nigga. And, me and him have had our situations, but like we're tighter now.
Yeah.
And, I think it just took him from where he was trying to be at because
Yeah.
o dile le batho ba business. Go na le batho ba batona ba e leng gore o dile le bone.
Yes.
And ha ba mmona a ntse yalo. Rona re tlwaetse go bona re ntse yalo. Wa bona ke reng? But ne gore be le gore he was in that situation, I really, really felt bad for him. So I really hope
that's fair.
they find some way to find
But
like
as
a
rap,
solution
man,
to it.
can we
Yeah.
also be given that poetic license?
To just
But
spit.
it's rap. It's rap. Zeus was a rapper before anything else. Well, as far as we're concerned, right?
But I
so
think,
just let him rap.
I think because he has been around for a long time, Ozzy has more ammo because
Yeah.
it's different when
That's fair.
people know stuff about you and then they're rapping with you. But he knows very little about Ozzy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure Ozzy knows a little bit more about him because he's been in the scene for a longer time. But I'm just saying, at least let's get some tracks out of
gonna
this.
Respond?
Well, I called him and told him not to.
Yeah.
I was pleading because I don't know if he was listening to me.
Yeah.
But like I was pleading with him, yo, we have too much negativity going on around you right now, my nigga.
But come on,
You're
that's been
doing
the
a good
case
show.
all along, Scar.
Okay, because I've had some negativity in my life, I know some niggas really sometimes but I'm not making any excuses for him. I just wish there was more positivity.
That's his brand. That's Ozzy's brand. It's just full of negativity. I'm sorry, but that's the fact. That's a fact. He has accolades that we cannot deny.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But when you think Ozzy F.
Yeah, you think controversy.
Exactly.
And
there's not necessarily anything wrong with that except when the controversy is disrespecting the dead.
He's going to talk about you
weird.
now.
No, I'm okay with it. Oh, no, Ozzy knows it. He knows that I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll buck up. Okay,
It's the business. Talking about bucking up. Hey, like we wake up to a story about a fight that went down. Well, it wasn't a fight.
Yeah.
April Gates.
Yeah.
We know her from being a dancer.
Yeah.
We also know her because she Le Baxen, one of our MCs. I want to the video leading up.
And I don't trust social media, dog. That's not evidence to me.
All right, so to make a long story short, apparently during an event that they were having, some young lady called Meikah hit her with a bottle. This is according to...
What?
Yeah.
That's not okay, fam. Why a bottle?
So the story that's coming out is it was over Baxen. You know what I mean?
So who's this Meikah shorty?
Okay, so when I watched the videos of Baxen, Anna Lebodiba
Yeah.
and the other homie,
Yeah.
there's always someone
better
that
put some
keeps
respect
saying
to Mkrenko's name, man. Yeah,
Mukrenko, yeah, Tripicheki, that's the homie. So this Meikah person they're always mentioning her name in the videos.
Oh, okay.
So I think she's the one who's always holding the camera.
Oh, bet.
So I don't understand how, how they ended up fighting.
Okay. I'm gonna try to share my theory given this information.
Okay.
I don't know much, but what I'm hearing right now, the lady who was always shooting, Nabiza Beksenaring. Baby. I watched the Khatshwane.
I watched that thing a lot.
I love that show
Khatshwane,
so
yeah.
much. I love those boys though. Okay, I really love those. Baxter knows I'm his fan.
No, yeah, and he's amazing, man.
Yeah,
From Panda.
Krenko really is my like.
Yeah.
Like in the hip hop game, right?
Definitely.
The person who's always shooting, I don't think the Meikah you're speaking about refers to Baxter as baby.
Shit.
I think the Baxter and April Gates thing is showmance.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's true. I don't think it's a real thing. And here's why.
Yeah.
Is Baxter April Gates' baby father?
I don't think he is.
Exactly. When did April have a child?
The baby looks pretty
Might as well have
young.
been yesterday, fam. Okay?
Yeah, it's about probably
She's
2
2
or
days
3.
old.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So you're not. If Baxter is not the baby father, Baxter no how rotshere ngwana ntse le dikupa is. Kana o leka go rea. But that's the picture.
Hey, that's the picture that a lot of people are talking about.
Bollocks.
Yeah, where's
this
the homie?
This is not Baxter's first showmance.
Yeah, he did it with Sasa. But back then, I think Sasa, because I think she's older, was the one who was leading that situation a lot. But then they fell in love along the way. I don't know. Okay, one of them fell in love. Nigga. But like, I'm saying one of them did fall in love. But at the same time,
Who would fall in love with Sasa? Come on.
Yeah, no. Rest in peace to my...
Yeah.
But like... So you think what they were trying to do?
Showmance.
So why?
Bollocks,
then why hit her?
Now the thing is, I'm not speaking what violence is good or what. I'm not there with it. Yeah. So do not twist my words.
Yes, sir.
April Gates is known to be a disrespectful, rude chick.
By who?
Okay, so let me put you on game.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
I know April. April is rude.
She blocked me the other time.
Yeah, of course. No, April is...
No.
On, I have no qualms with that show. I'm sure you don't too. But let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
That is a very rude woman.
I haven't been around her long enough to like at least experience her.
Gape Batswana la mmakatsa ka re nka re le lebala ka speed. Tota e seng ka re, gape le lebala ka speed ne. In le maloba hela yana when someone was talking about how before she fell pregnant, when someone was talking about how hey, April Gates was rude, she said this to me, and a plethora of people came out to say, yo, we've experienced the same thing with this shorty. Then she fell pregnant and we forgot. So who got pregnancy brain? Us?
So who's the guy? Who's her baby daddy?
I don't know, man.
Tabana,
I really don't know. Yo,
can you niggas grab a mic?
Fact checker.
Yo,
somebody needs to fact check.
Someone grab a mic. Yo,
do you know her baby
do you know
daddy?
the baby daddy?
Cause it ain't Baxton. Do you know her man? Cause it ain't Baxton.
Hey.
So I'm not trying to speak. Hey, Baxton Lena I eat or I'm not anywhere with it, man. But I am not a fool, fam. Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
not.
it happened really, really quickly. The videos,
that
all
showman's
that.
is cap, especially because, like you said, that shorty, the Meikah shorty who was shooting,
She was always in the car with the
always
homies.
refers to Baxton as baby.
She's sitting in the
Diva
front.
calls Baxton Bakang. I watched this show religiously.
Bakang eno mitsa re nnake.
Ubisa Mangaranike.
Ubisa Diva.
Me hella, the
Hennak.
shorty shooting. Ubisa Baxton. Are baby. And it's not April Gates. So don't cap me. So I think something happened or something may have happened. April might have either disrespected her because April is new to that crowd. She might have disrespected Meikah, and then something
happened. Let me read this thing for you.
Or
the way
or
she
maybe,
said it.
or maybe the showman's kind of sorta somebody fell in love and something happened.
Someone fell in love. You know what the crazy part is? Just so we wrap it up, because this is the post.
Yeah.
So,
they're the ones at fault.
and this is what she's saying. She's like, hey, everyone, I typed this with a very heavy heart. I got assaulted last night, unprovoked by a certain Meikah. She passed by me. I ignored her. Listen to the message.
God, how can somebody pass by me and ignore her? I don't ignore young.
I ignored her, saying to me, Bona lebelete. This is apparently what Meikah said. She proceeded to hit me with a Savannah bottle.
That's cap.
I called my friends.
Does that sound true to you, fam? Come on.
Let me just finish the message. They came and took me to the hospital and straight to the police station. Now, this is the
That
crazy
I believe.
part. For my own safety, I had decided because anything can happen. Imagine if that bottle took me out and I didn't wake up. And I'm putting it out there because she did it, and I don't want it come sideways. So, and apparently the homie left with shorty. So, yeah. So this is cap.
Come on, man. You know cap when you see cap.
So, how do you mail Raise.
How did you mail?
Tsaya mai.
Bua, how can I wear litrigo? We on guano. How did you mail? Scar, cap.
Yaga April.
Top comment.
Oh, hey, I was looking for this part.
Hey,
thank you,
hit me with it.
And that man left me Kiduta Madi and went with his girl Meikah Aromo Comforter. Nakaweke Mitsi Chomitaka Hordinki Saspater. Damn. Gabs is the wild, wild west. So homie chose.
Shorty was probably like, yo, it's okay for you guys to do showmans, but I'm gonna blow that thing. Meikah was probably like, nah, it's cool. You guys can do that.
Let's make this money.
But remember, that tiny atom is also hither with the lip, isn't it? So what happened? What happened?
That's this. Shame, man. Shame, dog. Now I just don't want people hitting each other.
That's the whack part. That's the whack part.
Yeah, guys.
I don't resort to violence no more. I know you don't play that game as well.
Yeah. Apparently, Meikah is from Motlakase. Proceeding.
Proceed with caution.
Talking about Motlakase and power cuts, I want to talk a little bit about these power cuts because it seems like Botswana is broke. We've been getting all of this power from South Africa, apparently. Let me just find like Morupule B.
Okay.
The cost Morupule B is 10.5 billion. That's the contract amount. 5.4 billion pula maintenance and operation costs since 2012. 18.9 billion is the cost of importing electricity when it was done in the past 13 years. So I don't know, how have you been dealing with the power cuts? My computer is busted.
Oh, snap, don't say that.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're gonna be able to pay people back. But what do you think about these podcasts, nigga?
So I had a interview with Meikah, who's a representative of BPC on my show on RB2. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
We do it every Friday just to give an update to the country about BPC.
Yeah.
So obviously there's a script. I didn't follow it for this particular instance because I was like, yo, I'm gonna ask you the real questions. I briefed her beforehand. I'm like, I'm gonna ask you the real questions. Yeah. One, what's actually happening? Yeah. And she explained it to me. Okay, go Murubuya, there's different power stations I get.
Yeah.
Some of them are going through routine maintenance.
Yeah.
Some of them have been overloaded. So I want to over because of the routine maintenance, they're not overloaded.
But how about the maintenance? Okay.
So when that happens, when sort of load management that thing for the country to not experience a mass blackout, whereas the whole country not getting electricity. For that to happen, there's instances where when they realize a peak, they have to switch off certain things, certain places, certain areas, in order for some part of the country can still keep electricity to keep running. These are probably the most, the business parts of the country where the economy runs. For maintain the country to run, they have to unfortunately switch off Motlakase at residential areas and
places,
so forth, all over Botswana, right? Now, issue here is not unique to Botswana. This is a technological issue. Any power station where it's going to alert you, we're about to get an overload. It happens. So they're just trying to deal with it in real time. And it really happens. But now here's the thing that I'm trying to say. As citizens of Botswana, as much as it is our privilege and our prerogative, and it's ours to use as we please, right? But we also need to exercise some kind of caution. We need to understand that indeed this is a privilege. And we need to know what share with the rest of the country.
But we pay for it, dog.
It is. We are paying for it. Therefore, we have all the rights in the world to use it as we please. But there's responsible usage. Nonetheless, whether you're paying for it or not, there's responsible. Responsible use, you know, the peak hours. Music what don't affect.
No, you put R&B.
Oh, R&B is a thing, you know.
Yeah, but these niggas play some whack shit.
We'll talk about that. So anyway, now I'm just saying, let's use Motlakase responsibly. How about during peak hours? Let's just do that as citizens of the country so that we can reduce the load that BPC has. Because we are sharing it nonetheless.
Meikah, when we came out, there's a statement here. Into
my right ear, that's my best one.
This is attributed to her. I'm quoting. Re ka oketsa jang ka gore ga se ya mongwe le mongwe. BPC kolota 2.6 billion re duela motlakase re dule ko go 2.60 rona re duela di imports while here re santse re charge 1.27. So go loha gona le gap le wena hela ga o lebile madi mo pateng ya gago re go ra re o amogela 1.27 thebe mme dikoloto tsa gago di dira 2.60 o tshwanetse go bona gore o seka jang o oketsa jang letseno gore o kgone go duela madi. I think this was supposed to go to Batswana, but yeah, Motlakase is about to be more expensive now. Apparently we've been having, privilege thing, but I don't know why do these things suddenly happen over. It's like it just happened overnight. I'm not trying to say anything.
That's because, like I say, there's no technology or device that will let the people at BPC know what we are about to get an overload. Your technology
it's like we're getting overnight. Like what happened?
I think it's because we've been enjoying a laxed environment. Load shedding is not new to Botswana. So how long has it been since we've had load shedding? So we've been enjoying responsible use. Right now, there's somebody watching this in the evening. They're in the lounge. The kitchen lights are on, but there's nobody in the kitchen. The bedroom lights are on, but there's nobody in the bedroom. The bathroom lights are on, but there's nobody in the bathroom. Who are you switching on those lights for? Responsible use, man. It's something that we should just all be. We're spoiled, man.
I think I feel you now. I feel that. Like
there's so much privilege that we're overlooking, Scar. I little na read take like window.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh yo, fam, let's reevaluate the situation over here." Yeah? I don't think these guys are doing it on purpose to irk us.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a mismanagement thing.
It just looks bad right now.
It just
because
looks bad.
And that's why I because of that, you know, because I think they're so used to it, for like a whole 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be bad.
Yeah, it used to be
now,
really bad.
we can attend the club now. We can go to concerts. We good as that.
Talking about R&B, R&B.
R&B on the Lord is a fire event. I'm just gonna say that out loud right now.
Hey, look, what do you think I was gonna say, nigga? And
I'm just plugging my man shamelessly, man.
No, Frost is my nigga. We had a conversation online about, you know, niggas playing the same songs.
Yeah.
And I don't know. You're as a DJ, you know what I mean? You go from piano, you go to hip hop, you go everywhere.
Yeah.
Why do niggas always play the same songs?
There's a gap, right, between the DJ and the crowd.
Yeah.
The crowd goes to events and they want to party. They want to dance. They want to sing. Right?
Yeah.
That's usually the reason why you're going to go out. You want to go have that experience
Yeah.
of being in unison with people you don't know,
Yeah.
or even your friends, and you guys singing the same song together passionately because it reminds you of that one time together. Or you're creating those memories there, right there and there together. But in order for that to happen, you all need to know the song so that you're in unison, so that we all sing it together. And I get this. Yeah? I'm a new DJ in the game.
Yeah.
So I have the leeway of experimenting.
Yeah.
Because I really don't care.
How about you got a day job?
You know, I got a day job, fam. You get me? I'm good.
Yeah.
Nah, but then I'm talking bollocks. But honestly, I'm a new DJ, so I'm okay with being booed right now.
Yeah.
There's DJs who have been in the game long enough that they need to maintain that love. That's what keeps them gets them going. So they're gonna play.
No,
the same.
dog.
No, but get vibe.
No, these niggas don't know tune.
They know tune.
Niggas don't know tune, dog.
Folks know tune. But
Niggas will cut the song where we're all about to sing.
I redact or I retract
Hey,
statement
I
and
was
I
at
agree with you right now.
and I don't want to call anyone out, but like, I think
the
if
part
you
we're supposed to sing from.
Why? So I'm always wondering, okay, cool. Is it because now niggas have like these machines mix it, and you really don't have a passion for the music?
It's hey man. I got to wheel a much dava work.
No, well, I'm just
I want to work, my man. I go we are on a DJ happy not the thing. And we rang chief. That's when we have a problem now. It's like, but then the crowd will have a problem for a millisecond, and the next song might rat. Anyway.
No, but
so the crowd is also. I blame the crowd.
The crowd, huh?
People attending events are also fickle, man.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, wanna talk about more good time.
Yeah, I hear to sing the songs.
Now, you talked about the technology of today, man.
Yeah.
Technology is a good thing, man.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. So Serato, syncing songs and so forth, that is good. I used to be against it as well. I'm like, the true art of DJing, get it flashy, or some sort of beat match.
Yeah.
Or the tip. Nah.
Yeah.
No. The true art of DJing is curating an experience.
Definitely.
It's not how you play the song one after the other. It's curating an experience.
I want to ask you something also. We sort of second thing is level like the flyer blind. I want to cry. Malaitia, how about Buki? Go the plekeng tsa bone tse go itlhelang batho ba tetse go tsone when I can how do niggas get bookings these days, you know, because like I'm seeing the same people on the things. I don't see you a lot more usually so I was talking to FME DJs last week, I think a couple of weeks ago, and
I enjoyed that interview. I love those boys.
I was asking them, you know, is it true that niggas are being offered 500 or lebotli?
That's true. That's very true. And how when I guess I'm not about that life, man.
So, how do they justify it to themselves? For a 6-pack, kind of 5 clipper, over establishment, week in, week out.
Establishment, I tell her, whenever I feel alright, a favor, I don't actually need you. Can I have my residence? So I actually don't need you.
Okay, South Africa,
no, it's business, it's busy. And business that thing can run. How wanna hona about to lo gore ba perform teng, hona lo thabasa performing teng.
Yeah.
Ba ba se performing teng bona not about that life.
Because like Kuchi is my brother. Wa bona ke a monganga.
Even though we are Kuchi. Ooh, eh.
No, I'm just trying to understand because no, I can come on, man. We gotta be for real about this shit. What? Yeah, what are you gonna do with 5 clip?
Kuchi do a lot of 5 clipper. Oh my god. Not Kuchi. No way.
Ke a go botsa ke DJ.
Wait, what's okay wa?
Go duela bokae?
Kae.
Go di tlabong tsone tse di tonats. Majita ba duela bokae?
Ubi, no, hona di tlabo out.
I'm not trying to pocket watch niggas, but I'm just saying.
You can't like this. There's restaurants, ne?
Yeah.
Restaurants that have restaurant licenses end at 12, and there's restaurants that have club license end at 6, right? Between those restaurants, they book you 1,000 or 1,000.5.
Yeah.
Right? If you're lucky enough to be able to negotiate your way around 2K to 2.5.
Yeah.
Right? Cool.
Yeah.
But that's the most. The standard rate is 1,000. 1,000.5 for good establishment that respect DJs, that understand the crowd pulling mechanics, all of that, right?
Yeah.
And then it's a 5 clipper. Like oh, Lord, it's a 5 clipper. It's a 5 clipper is skiddy bar. Go barring, you know, profit margin high kalo.
Yeah, but why act like they don't need you when they really do
no, they
need
do.
you?
No, go barring. Hela na ka tlhola kana gra bar hela lo gore tota emokazi na ka go face for my man. You know, we got many bars there, right?
Yeah.
Many of them, okay?
You're dropping one.
Di buy the chocolate.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, when I go, yo, man, I grew up with these guys. I don't pay 5 clip get that one. I do it because these are my people. I'm servicing my people.
Yeah.
If you're a DJ, you would have been jamming more than 10 for my 5 clip easily.
Yeah. No.
Easily, ne?
You wouldn't expect petrol, I feel you. But
Exactly.
like, I just don't like honore. Because I'm not singling Kuchi out or anything like that. Sometimes I tell people honor. Should these kids aspire to be DJs?
No, they should. You know why? There's a select few people who are weird. Not weird people. But to build your brand, to actually exercise your skills. Without having to deal with them.
Yeah.
So you don't have to deal with them.
that shit.
That's why you don't see me in these
events, shows,
because I don't deal with that kind of energy. But I'm able to sustain myself, sustain my career, build a future for myself as a DJ.
Yeah. No, I just really wanted to understand because I'll be paying attention to it because, you know, I know we kopela madi a gago mo mothong. So I bona how le gore ga o pikiwe. Ya be le gona gore ra re motho ga duele batho motho a teng wa bona kry
no ka bona la khanye lo na gore go bona la khanya zaka go bona la khanya motho go ngama wa bona na motho a sa go ngame ka gore wena o shoka story sa gago go na awkward wa bona.
No, they just don't like you because you hang out with Mpho.
You think that's why?
Speaking about
but
Mpho,
they love Mpho. Why would
I'm asking you, what are you guys doing?
We are working hard.
We ready to about
But like my father.
I told them I was gonna ask you. No, seriously. What are you guys doing?
Yeah. But that's been the case.
I actually thought she was gonna come through.
Oh, word. Yeah.
But like
that's been the case for like 10 years.
For people
now.
who are asking themselves. So you guys have been at it for 10 years?
For 10 years straight.
So you guys are not dating?
Define dating.
Like Google.
We go on dates, you know, because you don't go on dates with your friends?
No, Abby would get mad.
You don't go out to lunch,
No, I do. You know,
that's a date, gun.
So you guys are
yo, see you at 7 or it's a date.
Hey, okay. So, how else should I ask this question?
Can I keep posting on what I was supposed to in
But
700 ways already?
Oh,
but I feel alright, but I have feelings.
Hey, but so but to keep
I don't feel what.
No, I just think they're really tight. I want to get like, hey, get it, Tyler. I'm not gonna do that to him. I think he should do it to himself. Hi,
Mpho and I have been friends for literally 10 years straight. That is one of my closest people in life. If there's somebody that holds me down, somebody who gets me, somebody who cares for me, man, you know, and not somebody who cares for me do the party.
Yeah.
Somebody who cares for Pipe.
Yeah.
You get me? Like Moto. Oh man, kind of Botswana monate guys.
Yeah, no.
Hey, how long do you really go to?
I'm trying to understand.
No, but in all shapes and forms, man.
You guys travel a lot together, and I'm really happy, especially because go South Africa, you know, and I think you guys are really good for each other's careers as well. Like I think as well.
Yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I don't have a girlfriend.
Why?
Why?
No, you remember
Okay, how sign up
Ebi.
Mpiri? Pampiri is official. Hote single or married or signing?
Abi. I don't know. Well,
What do you mean you don't know?
single.
Come
Let me
on.
just say single. Let me say single because there's no other spot there.
Yeah.
But
No, I don't have a girlfriend. I have a partner.
oh,
There's a difference.
okay.
Yeah.
So
I guess when we are ready.
Who's not ready right now?
Shit, dog, what?
Let me cook.
This is this cooking slab.
Who's not ready?
No, when we're ready. You know, I never really understood how marriage goes in terms of being ready for it. People who are married and people who have children, but I thought you'd never be ready for that thing. It's either you do it or you don't.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, excuse me. So, I'll do it when it happens. You get
Okay.
me? But I want to, man. I never really had good examples of good marriages in my childhood until now.
Are you folks together?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, they divorced when I was young and probably were doing grade 3, grade
Yeah.
5, somewhere there.
Snap, dog.
Yeah, so I never saw it.
Yeah.
But I know I'm capable of it because now I'm a lover, dog.
No,
Like,
we
if you know
like that.
me, I'm a lover.
No, you know, I think sometimes when we batho ba e leng gore o hakalene, I think sometimes we don't want to similarity nyana.
Yeah.
I guess about like what you think marriage is.
Yeah.
Because I've dated like some people who e leng gore ba tsedi ba bona ba sala ba kgaogane, and my example is my folk. So
Yeah.
So how was that? I don't know how you feel about that. Or you know, how the background did this at sometimes shit just it doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm just saying from my experience.
You know, even from my personal experience, I
Yeah.
had background Botswana. I go say no I get spot.
Yeah.
So how na formula dog? How you formula? How you I know you and your partner in separate instances. I know you separately.
Yes, sir.
I would have never guessed.
No one saw it coming.
I would have never guessed.
Yeah.
But as soon as it happened, the first thing
Yeah.
that came to mind, I'm like, actually,
Yeah.
the me I know and knowing both of them, this
Yeah.
makes total sense.
It makes sense. You
But
know what I mean?
beforehand, like I would have never guessed because how
Yeah.
formula ratato. Hey, you're my man. Hey, yo.
Yeah, ne-
Sometimes people want to go public with their relationships. Some people want to keep their relationship private.
Yeah.
Some people don't even admit to being together.
Yeah.
Some people live together and you never bloody know.
Wena. Wajola.
I thought that guy saw.
How jolly? Ke a go botsa. A re lontshe ngwana.
Solo jalo, I don't launch him meat. I don't launch Mari.
Buela mo Meikah wa go botsa re no didimetse.
Love is a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
Love is a beautiful thing.
No, ne ke re ke checkela itaka ka re. You know, ke na le go ngwana a rabela phone khakalako. Huh? But love is a beautiful thing,
Love
and
is a beautiful
I'm just hoping one gore, you know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna marry my lady. I want to
Yes,
and
please.
I just
have you proposed it?
no. I'm
Is this
still,
the proposal?
I need to get the
Are
ring.
we proposing?
No, we need
Live
to get
on
the ring.
Podicast.
We need to get the ring. We nearly died the other day.
Does it. Here's the ring.
Tulam.
Here's the ring.
No, someone hit us from the back the other day. Pause.
Pause. Hey, yo!
And it's just like it just made sense. Yo,
Yeah.
that was a close call, dog.
Yeah.
And at least my police
I'm sorry about that, man.
like that thing. So it just hit me yo, like hampo river dog gisikiri so sene ke batla go sira wa bona so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you mind me asking you why you want to get married?
I want to be with her for the rest of my life.
And will marriage solidify that?
that.
Oh, fair.
Yeah,
Fair.
so it's also really, but I've because like I'm saying,
Yeah.
companionship, thing because
Yeah.
you know my mom told me once how what's about like marriage and stuff. It's about you know someone who you share memories with. You know you live life together. So
Yeah.
you guys actually have like a mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah. So companionship is very, very important because, you know, no, I don't want to be out here by myself, dog.
Yeah. That's why every kid holds leisure leads alone. Because you
Well,
already
whenever
have memories.
Hey, the memory, I wanna give her-
So I that's your person. Trust me.
Even I want to ask you about you being robbed, because
Yeah.
BTV kakwan.
It's not safe as hell.
It's
man.
not safe.
at all. Even with the new developments over there, I still don't trust it.
What happened?
It was a very traumatic experience, man. It was.
Can you like example story say dog? It
It was crazy.
That's
man.
nuts, dog.
It was bonkers.
Just break it down. What happened?
It was bonkers. So, there was I don't want to leave that Louis, so I went to so Keda before I go to work because I was still working the 6 to 9 p.m. show. I'd been relegated to the 6 to 9 p.m. show.
Fundi. Was it? Keep going, don't worry.
So take that thing, you the 6 to 9 p.m. show, and it's a Thursday evening.
Yeah.
But nalebe sticker no bon areko daidele naketa emela da gas panic we gili jigero I want
Best Mpho. So no confirm.
It's bad. So no, we make the plan. Sure. Let's go there. Marana say radio on time. Okay, now I have to go because I have to go to Span. So I thought I'm Peter like that sharp. So kava marana ka Span be chaya. You know, obviously what up monate but I'm itching at poo.
Yeah.
I'm itching. I was like, hey, she's again. Like let
me go to work.
Oh, that's on the record.
Yeah.
Let me behave.
Yeah.
Before basically I'm like, let me just dash to work sharp.
Yeah.
I get to work, I have such a great show. There's a Thursday night, so it's hip hop night.
Yeah.
So King Tux came through
Yo.
and he's telling me all about y'all, just all about just the history and everything. So
Yeah.
I'm in it, man. You know,
Yeah.
it's hip hop. I'm in my zone, right? I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Sharp after Span, get hype.
Yeah.
Because I'm going back to Klo.
You go
Wait, all my people are out there, so I'm like, I bet, let me pull up.
Yeah.
I get on a I'm like, ish, that's embarrassing. That gets in a movie.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm BTV, I get.
Yeah.
Because like a main gate, who see you? Can 9 p.m. The back gate is closed.
Yeah.
So I get out the main gate. I drive around to Wimpy. Get a petrol engineering. After get a petrol na horke kai, ko KBL. Actually, straight at KBL.
So it's a
So sometimes to come around where I join Western Bypass because otherwise I come on no,
Yeah.
it's not my first time, fam. I've driven this road numerous times, but I know how dangerous it is. So I know what every time I'm on the road, I have to step on the pedal. You get me? So this is me get into the whip shopper, use the back road. I know blast the hip hop. Come on, not the life in I'm just like, hey, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I get to the curve, I pedal to the middle, speeding, sharp. Then I get to that last curve that joins the main road.
Yeah.
I like it, and I highly. This time, I had missed a call from a producer.
Yeah.
I get to have the curve, she's calling me back. So I look at my phone, and then I get to start talking, right in front of me.
Yeah.
Had the curve, literally draining the main road.
Yeah.
So it blocked it.
Yeah. Where me sit here?
No. Wait, me, I just normally have a face in that direction. Right?
On the right side, okay, more lifting.
Right on the lane. On my lane.
On your lane.
Right there about the corner draining the main road. There's no space for me to go this side or this side.
Yeah.
Because this car is stationary.
Yeah.
So I slow down, seeing the whip. I'm just like, okay, what's going on? Then I look to the ground. There's glass everywhere. There's glass everywhere on the ground.
Yeah.
So the first thing that comes to my head is, oh, hit and run.
Yeah.
Because the guy is standing outside looking shook.
Yeah.
So obviously I stop because I can't do anything else. I stop. Gotta get up a good Samaritan because I'm gonna call the cops or something, right? As soon as I stop, I like it towards the hazard. Spark
plug. Why we Mozair?
My man, I can't trail. So as soon as I thought I broke my car, man. Because I clicked it and something happened. So I'm like, whoa! Can't take a magita. Horror spark plug. Two-wheeler defense. I got a coast to get the clothes for my man inside my car.
Where is this nigga? Wakului.
But I hear me like Rotary. 4 oaks are in my whip, fam. Inside. So, nah, fight or flight.
Yeah.
It's been a while. But I get to behave like it. Fuck. Hey, come into entertainment. So to keep it. As long as you behave, I can say,
yeah.
I get to tell my clubs. They got to tsunami going there. The crazy part is that as soon as it happened, I knew what was happening.
Yeah.
Because I'm not unique. It's
Yeah.
Many people have been through that.
It happens to
and
everyone.
A few weeks prior to that, I tweeted about it. Guys, which are the places we should be careful from for smash or grabs?
Yeah.
So as soon as it happens, I'm like, oh, get 10.
It's happening.
Hey, so that's what became the time. I listen to best of a fan now. You told about Mura.
Fuck, bro.
No, you know, best of a fan. Come on, about Mura. Mura na fan da.
Yeah.
I do Mura. So the whole time, now the thing is,
Fuck.
So the thing is, consider me that A2,
Yeah.
Anyway, actually, anyway, nele ha
Yeah,
the
nele.
gearbox because you're nele like
Yeah.
ke be sa arabi ke ba ha gearbox in.
Yeah.
So phone number 1, hela ba two ba ke no e phone e vaila
Yeah.
one. And I got iPhone 14 Pro Max mo pate. Brand new, my man. I think insurance.
They reached. Ow, man.
And they reached late because
Hey.
now I know I'm fighting. I'm thinking I'm gonna fight these guys off. It's successful. Good time for no, phone in way mo pate. When that man reached, my man, I am like a baba 2 and get come back. A balloon swearing got ready to come out. He low food happy with it. I got a car, reach a fan of Malasaravan, Toronto, Hobrella, but a fool nearly. Honohoya, no, I get jump back and I keep trouble.
Yeah.
Who's going to be close again? The other guy got him, not where Emerald said,
Hey. Has already got a lot.
No, he told me straight. I was like, I'll go Emerald says, I'm going to wait.
Ulwela. Kinda it feels like, I don't know how rape feels, but this. Oh my God.
Never Now that's the other thing. As soon as he says that, I'm still fighting back. Another guy's like about Kabbalati. Actually,
take it.
I ain't got no weapons in the whip. I can't be carrying concealed weapons. I learned the hard way vicariously through some certain people around me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not carrying no weapons on me, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I ain't got nothing. I'm exposed. I can't.
You can't see them.
All it is my window here. These guys have reach. I don't. My chest is exposed. My neck is exposed. If these guys say a knife, I'm gone. I know oaks who've died in those same situations. And that same bush I faced too. I know people who died. So I'm like, I ain't got that. Maybe get relax. I get no sharp. I can relax. Like a hot side nigga chain. Come on, I can the town like it's a chain.
But
no, how can tell a chain? This is hip hop, dog. What are you talking about? How did reaching for my chain? I'm like, ain't no way. Can take a month watch. And my cat the right watches the do that.
Sis.
Police. I buy grip about shouting. I probably got that chain because not gonna cat like it's
no,
chain.
man.
Chain be pal.
Fuck, but
Sounds like a me a BK product.
5,000.
5,000. So now get this. This is the crazy part now, yeah? As I give up and then grabbing my watch now, my head is up because the other guy behind me.
Can I get someone got dreaded, dog?
Hey, one come on, who I got dread. I want to deal 5 and I come on.
Shit.
So craziest thing happens. I see blue lights as I'm looking up. I'm like, am I dead? Because is this the light I'm not supposed to walk towards or what? You let the other guy say 4. So when I'm looking, they're dipping. I look this way, literally, my man, not even half a second later, I see 2 huge men run past me. So 4.
Baba latte.
Run into the bush with them. There's the police car across the road. Not in our lane or anything, that other lane.
Never action.
The people who are in front of that car, police. So now I get to the victim number 2. My caller already on their way.
On their way.
Fuck. So my caller came out. I'm just like, yo, okay, cool. I'm like, catch them. We good.
They were gone.
Right? The police are like, Giga Bali 2.
My God, pa.
Get out, gents. What no, but I tell I get Hale Hope. But ducks, dog.
My God.
So just let it go, fam. Let it go. I can skip out like, or sharp on fan. I get no, I get sharp. What the no check a lot. I can check a lot to get a huge gash. Can't tell my fan about Tabili Monoto.
So adrenaline ne ra gore o ska feel that idea.
Kante ba fana ga rang se ke ba raga da e be tsa flying kicks tsa Jet Li. Kana ke mo chawing at this point. I had to get my legs out because going on
At least have like the door to your back.
You check. Ke re hwata ke ba raga e se wa ah se ke raga bona ba re goni. The most awkward thing, man. Anyway, and then my car was buggered, my stuff was stolen.
Did you go to the show?
I did, but not. You know which show I went to? No, I didn't go to the St. Louis show. Is that what you're talking about? No. I didn't go because I had to go to the police. They had to take statements, but they couldn't. Yeah, they just had to go to the police, take statements for the case, But no, at this point, my adrenaline is wearing off. I'm in pain. I know the pain is settling in. So I just drove my car to my best friend's house. I'm like, to one of my other friends, I was like, yo, dog, so I woke him up. He's just like, well, what's going on? I'm bloody as hell. Just like, yo, what the hell? Took me to the clinic. They couldn't help me. That's another story. I had to go to a private clinic to get stitches, and
I once got like a mug like that. Go robotong tsele o bona how.
That's all. Like I did some political stories that day.
Ke gone ke le mo gone gore go mona ha se letlapa wa bona. Ke spark plug.
Like a spark plug.
And I really
shattered.
Ya ba tsintsa matsogo mo teng ga koloi. Ya no ke a tshega because I was a bit like oh no.
Yeah.
Ya no ke a la.
Li rang na.
We tshware let's go.
What's over?
Ke tsama. Ka re go keme ha le botlo.
Yeah.
Nigga, at that time, how could I at that moment? You know what I mean?
Nah,
so
but no,
he was reaching. That's why they get like.
Nah, they straight up got my keys twisted off. So no more drive. So about team how I more drive. I get automatic. How can we start? And that's how can I once have a fun in my head? I'm just like, yo, can I know what's happening? Get back to neutral. Start the car. We can do some neutral and get take up a fan. Start the shandays. The shandays starts. They realize it started. They switch it off again. So now here I am.
Hyper. How do they smell? I know it's a random question.
That's a very random question.
Because now that's all I remember from being robbed. That nigga smell.
I don't recall.
You know what I mean?
Apparently, before they go out there and do
that. Hype. Especially the bitch nigga who was behind you.
Exactly.
Grabbing you because...
Or the guy who took the iPhone actually because his punches are weak. I'm like, my man, listen, I'm a boarding school child, man, okay? Like, my man, shit, okay? I'm a rugby player.
You can take a hit.
Yeah, I'm a Masala Bula GSS alumni, okay?
Nigga,
I can take a hit. I know. I've dished out, I've been dished, okay?
No, that's the good thing.
Them man, them were weak. How was I able to fend off four people? And you would think smash and grab is a fast thing. Nah, my dog, it takes time. The man them took their time. I thought maybe I scared them off.
Hey, and that's why I got out of my policy. Them coming, like, you know. And I'm just happy at least. No, at least too sharp, papa. But moving on to another thing, because everyone who's worked at the RNFM gets this question. What happened? Because there was a moment there where, you know, when we get fired from these places, do they talk with each other? It's like, don't fuck with this dude. You know what I mean? Especially the private ones, because I get it, they have these satellite dishes together. I don't know if you know the company and I think.
They share their transmitters.
They share transmitters. So I'm always thinking, yo, if you get fired from one, chances of you ever getting, let alone getting onto the national broadcaster, man. Like, yo.
Yeah,
that was some like that
was
a move. My
nigga. So I fired them.
You know what I mean? Like,
okay, I'm talking about it. I ain't got no problem with them, but like in business terms, how about you fire your manager? That's literally what I did. I fired my manager.
What happened? Break it down.
So I'm gonna break it down from the recent history because I think I've talked enough about my previous.
Where were you talking about it?
On many platforms. Okay. How far back do you want me to go?
I know you didn't like David Moepeng.
Okay, that's a fact.
Hey, what happened there?
Okay, so that's when I was barely 21, 22.
Yeah.
I was a kid, I was hot-headed, I thought I was the shit, I thought I knew everything.
Yeah.
And it kind of sort of bit me in the ass, especially because then I was dealing with people who didn't understand my futuristic way of thinking at the time.
Yeah.
You know, and that's being David.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, I have nightmares about that man.
I really want to understand it
That
because
man literally traumatized me. And you know what's crazy? In our casualness post the whole thing, where one time I was with Tato Ross.
Yeah.
And David was there. I forgot where we were.
Hey man, shout out Gabs FM for holding Ross down,
100%,
nigga. That's a talent and a half.
Yes.
There. We didn't get along at Yarona, but like we're tight now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Namesake,
She's
dog.
super talented, man.
Yeah.
Crazy how we met. I literally met her in UB one random afternoon.
Yeah.
I was hitting on one of her friends, and here's this cool chick who's listening to this cool music.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm obviously asking her about the music and whatever. Then we start talking. She's cracking these funny jokes. She's alert. She's woke. I'm just like, yo, who are you?
Who is this one?
I don't know, you that and stuff. I'm like, yo, are you into music? Like, yeah. Okay, what are you studying? Media, cool. Listen, I have a radio show. Do you wanna pass by radio? Let me show you.
Oh, so that's how it happened.
Yeah.
Yo.
Just come to my radio show. Let me show you what we do there.
Yeah.
She got there. I showed her a few ropes. I'm like, okay, this is what I do.
Yeah.
Because I'm making a new friend, Ghana. So
Yo.
I'm like, yo, okay, so
Yeah.
this is what I do. Man.
Yeah.
Like, cool.
Yeah.
I don't have a producer right now.
Yeah.
Is that something you're into? And she's like, okay, I can
Because she
get into
started
it.
off as a producer.
Yeah, she started off producing for me on Out of Order. The Duke got so mad about it because Out of Order was like 3 months old. So he's just like, who are you to have a producer, my man?
Yeah.
When you have a late night show, man.
Oh God.
With these random people to our damn studio. Who are these people?
Hey Muduki.
Because you know why? Imagine, now got the Nikitisa, Ross,
Yeah.
Nick, to
Yeah.
shoot again.
Bonte.
Casper, the DJ, Keba, and KY had a thing called Strictly Housebound, as well as
SHB, yeah.
Yeah, as well
I've
as
seen the pictures before.
Stephen.
Casper got muscles.
Yeah. And then Max Wabana, DJ Bakito. So imagine,
That's the game right now.
yeah, that was Team Out of Order. My show is called Out of Order. Team Out of Order with all the people who are running the game right now.
Dog.
So we found each other in that era.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, guys, let's do something together on radio. And then we started doing events together. But the thing is, to management, it's just like, yo, who are these people? Who are all these people? You know, I'm like, no, they DJ on my show. Some of them, they take pictures, whatever. And they're like, yo,
Who do you think you are?
who do you think you are? And I'm thinking, I thought that's what radio is,
Yeah.
what it should be at least.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
let me
Yeah.
cook, you know.
Yeah.
But I guess I was stepping on certain toes trying to cook. I started doing events. I asked for sponsorship at Yarn FM. David was the one who oversaw that stuff.
Yeah.
I was actually David's intern. On holidays from UB, I'd
Yeah.
intern for David and work in the marketing department.
Yeah.
Literally, he's second man.
Yeah.
Where he's showing me the ropes about marketing. Hey, this, that. Cool.
Yeah.
So it's time for me to do an event. I ask him for sponsorship. He doesn't get back to me about it. Okay, cool. I follow protocol. Sharp. I do everything right?
Yeah.
But at this point, I think David was going through something personal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because he's giving me weird attitude and I don't get it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yo, fam, a date, at least let's have a meeting or
Yeah.
something. You get me? Mandem is one that hella blind.
Yeah.
Easy B can walk into the studio anytime and get a meeting like that. I work here, I can't. So anyway, I get promoted to breakfast. Imagine.
Yeah.
I'm from doing late night radio.
Breakfast bar.
Carlos then resigned,
Yeah.
and then he literally asked for me to do a show.
Yeah.
So I'm doing midday radio,
Yeah.
weekday, right?
Yeah.
But then my contract comes from late night, weekend
Yeah.
to breakfast.
Damn. Yeah, that's a
Straight to
leap.
breaking.
Yo.
I ain't dog. I'm not no one. To
No,
play
I
with,
hear
man.
that. I hear
I'm
that.
not no one to play with since
No
I was
doubt.
young. So yeah, it goes straight to breakfast shop. Our first breakfast show meeting is me, Bonidin, Penyo Moroka, and Elte. The
Yeah.
first meeting we have all together.
Yeah.
We're talking about the show. Literally 2 minutes into the meeting, David walks into the office. So immediately I asked the guys, can I please be excused for 1 second? I've been trying to get a meeting with this man. Let me just at least get a date.
Yeah.
I stand up to go talk to him.
Yeah.
I stand up to go talk to him because I can't reach the office that they was
You
right
know,
across.
eh.
I stand up to go talk to him. I'm like, hey, David, can I go pa a date with you? This man, I forgot what he said, dog. Me, we saw antatla mo ngana mo
Yeah.
ngare ke matile tlakalela la motho. Na e bigi tuk.
When you turned up.
Na e bigi turn up. I'm
Yeah.
a kid. I'm
Yeah.
hard-headed. I was also that guy,
Yeah.
you know, back then.
Couple, you just landed breakfast, nigga.
You
like,
know?
nigga.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, who you think you're playing with, man?
Who you talking to,
Who
nigga?
you talking to?
I bring the revenue here.
So I turned
yeah.
up on him. Ne? Like literally turn up to where Duke jumps out of his office, Boni jumps and grabs me, cause I know yay.
Put the pause on you.
So put a pause on you. So anyway, when that happens, I immediately regret it. Yeah, me on site, immediately regret it. Get back into the meeting with these guys. Yeah, I know the meeting is about that. I get advice. Penyo's my OG, man. Penyo Morocco was just like, yo, listen, just write an email apologizing.
He had to deal with me too.
Yeah. So
Sham. He'll be telling me, he's like, calm down,
that man has had to
nigga.
handle us, dog.
Shit.
Yeah, Penyo held me down that time because
I bet you can fight also, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, so it could have gone anywhere.
Yeah. So as soon as that happens, he advises me, yo, write an email. Just apologizing and stating your grievances.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool, I write that email, sharp. Send it to David. Okay, make a chaser. Like a chaser. David calls me. Like I'm on my way out. He calls me, he's like, come to the office. Cool. I go to the office, I get there, and it's just like, here's a letter.
It's a money.
I look at the letter, and the letter is disciplinary probation.
A
Disciplinary probation.
For how long?
For 3 months. So I look at the letter, I'm just like, I don't think you've read the email I sent to you. He's like, what email? I'm like, please check your email. He's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm like, okay, this is awkward. Because in the email, I explained my grievances and what happened today. I regret what happened.
Yeah.
But, can we please be humane about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know me, dude.
Yeah.
Okay? Can we be humane about this? Nah, he wasn't having it. So now I have disciplinary probation. 3 months. Sharp. At this point, I had just quit school to focus on radio.
Hey.
Yeah,
So
I had just dropped out because I'm like finally I want to pursue. I also studied economics.
Yes. I didn't see a job anywhere in the future there. I better go statistics Botswana I didn't know.
A statistic Botswana, crazy. So yeah, man. I get into disciplinary probation, but I start my radio show. I start my breakfast show at this point.
Yeah.
But I'm in disciplinary probation. Ke amogela 2.5 show per week anyway. So this is okay, right?
Yeah.
And it had been bumped up for breakfast.
Yeah.
For disciplinary probation. I hope you are to 1,000 pool. For the 3 months. 1,000 a hair like eat a breakfast. Now hear me out. You know how crazy that is, right?
Shit.
What to know? Because obviously, punish you.
Hey, get punishment.
And they punish you. A date for one of my events. And this was Pay What You Want.
Hey, Pay What You Want.
Pay What You Want, which was a huge success.
Huge, my nigga.
Huge success. Huge success. That I just wanted Yarn FM involved in.
Yeah.
And we didn't involve them, and it became a huge success.
Yeah.
Playfest as well.
Yeah.
Because I wanted 2 items. Huge success. The first one,
yeah.
Right? No,
were you still working with Bakito?
Yes, I was. I will look at mood still to this day. Anyway. So
hey, business. Hey.
Yeah, Bakito is also a snake, man.
Okay, cool.
So,
let's focus on Dave.
So I get disciplinary probation, media mark to 1,000, just to show you the abuse
to do breakfast for
that
1,000
I had to endure under David's rule, just to indicate to you how that man was, dog, how evil that man was, ne? Cool, so it's 1,000. Nah, he's an evil man. That's an evil man.
No, he is a believer.
Because that's the only thing that could save him. Honestly, fam. That man is an evil man, dog. Anyway, here I am, Shapo. I'm being punished literally for, I know how I reacted.
Yeah.
But do I deserve this kind of punishment? Can labor law allow for this? But I'm a kid. I don't know these things. I'm still a child. I just don't understand the laws of labor. I just don't.
Did they expect you to come to work an hour before the show?
All the time, my man.
That's 5 a.m.
Every day.
For a thou.
For a thou.
Wow.
Now, this is what happens. The first month, thou, what's in? And I haven't been alerted, by the way. So, then program manager, Boni Uzet, Boni Gutila Botlokon on Gaia 5 clip. I extra 5 clip. I'm like, Boni, you're one for that. You know, now I look like I'm begging. Now I'm a destitute, you know, and it's awkward because I'm doing breakfast radio.
You gotta make it to work also. It sounds like cab money for the month. It
wouldn't even make cab money because I have to come to work and go back home. It won't make cab money.
Because cab money get a clip.
A clip a day. So 5 clips a week.
That's 10 days.
Yeah, that's 2K.
I honestly didn't know.
Guess who's holding me down, man? I got on a Penyo, my man.
No, Penyo is the real one. Kila roba le batila kwa lapeng kwa kipalo go tsoga kwa re show. I don't know how he was able to open my damn door. I get one now look good. Bana ba go stela mboshi kwa ba ituta wena no ituta bo.
Penyo really helped me down, dog.
Nah, he picked you up and stuff like, yeah, ne?
Penyo really helped me down, dog.
That's a real nigga right there, man.
Penyo helped me down. For real. I was losing my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro.
I was losing my shit.
Yeah, but look at you now, Papa.
Exactly. And if it wasn't for that man, dog, if it wasn't for Penyo literally just holding my hand, he saw what was going on. He understood my talent. He asked for me by name to join him on breakfast.
Yeah.
He understood me.
Yeah.
Others just didn't.
Damn, man.
And I get it, my man. I know I stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
I know I'm peculiar. I know I walk into a room and like you will feel my aura.
Presence
I know this about myself, okay?
Yeah.
And some people take that the wrong way.
What would you say to kids like that, though? Because some kids don't about talking about who you want to get and your energy and like, you know, you being unbothered about other things, focusing on yourself and all of that. I don't know if you can give them some advice because
I can't.
Botswana can be such a dream killer.
Yeah.
Especially in this space,
I can't anymore, Scar.
Yeah.
You know why, man? My dreams got killed, man. David really did a number on me. And I won't lie, I had to go through a lot of therapy to try to undo that. And I still have that darkness lingering over me about my about who I am and who I was and who I am today.
Yeah.
There's a difference. And that difference was because of trauma. So I still haven't fully recovered.
Yeah.
I still haven't gone back to the no nonsense, super smart, stick by my word guy that I was. I just don't. It's lacking.
Yeah.
Because somebody literally like cut my chest open and ripped out my heart and threw it to the damn ground. Dog. And it's a man I had no beef with.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that happens. Chapo Penyo's holding me down for a good 3 months. He's really picking me up at work. You know, I'm not a DJ, so the only source of income is literally FM. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm doing events, but I'm new in the event space, so there's mismanagement of funds and whatever. Like, there's so many people depending on me. They end up calling me a con man because I'm failing at the business side, so I can't pay them well. Now I'm the same event I'm doing. I used to do Playfest. He went and called his Rasta social event. Rasta social what? Literally my concept.
Yeah.
Okay. Took half my team with him. Dipped. Like
Damn.
one time we were planning an event held together. The following morning, half the group chat has left the group. There's a flyer coming out with the Rasta social picnic brought to you by Bekito with DJs. But I'm like, yo, we were here together yesterday talking about Playfest. Putting a day together.
Because I was wondering what happened to Playfest, you know?
Yeah. Fuck. Niggas dipped. Half my team. You see those men's I mentioned earlier on. Them mandems, all of them. Half of them dipped. Went to Bekito, who was my business partner.
Yeah.
Dipped, took the concept, did it.
They
were not successful. So, anyway.
They haven't had a gig recently.
My God is good.
What do you think happened?
My God is good, man. Come on, we'll do that to you. Because I'm not the only one you fucked over. I'm sure
I've been to one. I've been to one.
I've even hosted some. Because I'm a guy who forgives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgave them. I'm like, you're not actually my dogs. Korara was doing something wrong.
Yeah.
I see you guys are doing something right because it's working.
Did they tell you what
cool.
they think you did wrong? Or was it just your aura and your energy? Like niggas thought, why you not gonna like this?
Yeah, it was just that. It was that people thought, and I'm like, bro, you see how broke I am? Are you mad? What kind of money? And then I bought a car. I'm like, yo, dog, I still haven't paid the person I bought that car from.
Yeah.
To this day. I see in my family. How do
Jesus Christ. Dog.
they get into my room. They're like, hey, we don't know. That nigga used to sleep on a mattress on the floor, dog.
Yeah. And niggas can be bitches though. So yeah.
No, niggas can be bitches.
Yeah,
You're right.
because like I'm just sitting here wondering
Yeah.
Niggas
would
boxer
be weird. Exactly.
You know what
now
I mean?
What are you doing?
What are you looking
If I
for?
welcome you to my home enough for you to know that I have a new bed. Man, I brought you to my mother's house, fam. Only for you to go outside and start telling people, hey, I'm a con. Before I came into your life, you had nothing going on.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have known the capacity of your dreams.
Yeah.
I had to take them risks myself. One man.
These
Get
niggas
into debts for 7 niggas. Only for them to turn on me and tell me, oh, wait. You know what's crazy? The duality is what kills me. Because one part they would tell me, yo, dog, you a car, no, not a knocker here. And the other part they would tell me, man, I wouldn't be here without you. Can you really put us on? I'm like, yo, my nigga, pick a side.
Yeah.
Pick a side.
Pick a struggle.
Pick a side for real. Because you guys contributed to my fucking trauma. Because here I am dealing with having to... My dream is feeding 10 motherfuckers.
Gosh, ba.
And none of them are grateful for it. Instead, they go and talk shit about me. I think this
is why niggas
the same niggas.
They are out there performing at all these gigs.
Yeah.
And you know, that's why I'm thinking why when do you think the animosity has built to a point where now niggas are trying to stop you from getting in gigs?
Nah. You see with Team Out of Order and with your Max will always be my nigga, man. Yeah, he never turned on me. Not a
Max
single
is a good
day.
brother.
He turned on me, yeah man.
Walking around
Keva's
with a
still my
tequila
nigga.
bottle.
Yeah, Keva's still my
What is
nigga.
it?
Casper is still my nigga.
Yeah.
But right now, the reason why you won't see me at many gigs is because niggas is weird, and I call them out for it. Yeah, because I don't want to be in a space and be disrespected.
Yeah.
Or in a space and I'm not sure where I stand.
Yeah.
Because I know as soon as I leave, you niggas are talking shit.
Yeah.
And as niggas that I used to be friends with, niggas I used to hang out with, and I realized that, all you guys do is talk shit.
About you.
Like, about everyone. Yeah. So all you guys do is just talk shit.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy, fam. I'm not... You know?
Because
I don't need to be friends with people who your entire thing
is talking shit.
Né? So much that you talk so much shit that it leaks. Because now I'm minding my own business and someone comes to me, he's like, yo, can't they, and those people your boys? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, nigga, why they hate you so much? I'm like, the fuck did I do now?
What did I do to them?
So now I called niggas out. I was like, yo, man, because obviously I'll talk to my friend.
Yeah.
Now we can let us all and I'm like, yo, chief, what
happened?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, finally they's confused, like, dog, I don't know what's going on. All them niggas then started calling me. What's the issue?
Yeah.
Niggas started calling me. No, like that, I ain't got no problem with you. I'm like, nigga, yes you do.
Yeah.
Yes you do.
This is why you're making this phone call, nigga.
Yeah.
We at least don't.
You're trying to save face.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, so you guys have problems. What's trying to learn to my 5 sleeper? Niggas are weird.
Yeah.
One teen said, no, event because he's like, yo, come MC for me, come do that. Nah, nigga, no problem.
Yeah.
Man. Cool. One time he hits me up, he's like, yo, okay, no, what a real relationship with Labo. Hey, I build the Hale, festival because remember for you get MC or so I say let's go. Operate because my 10-year anniversary. I did it there. So I'm like, no, let's operate, my man.
Yeah.
We're cool. Next thing, literally in that same thing, also, you shouldn't be talking shit about people because you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. So I'm like, what? Huh? Hey. Oh, you remember that time when you told me? Remember that time when
that time he made a mental note. God
Which
damn.
is crazy because I do remember the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that time when I told you should smile more. That's all I said.
That's
all I said.
He's a good brother, but I'm just saying, I just don't understand why who do 100,000. Yeah.
Go no go sharp back then I ra khona go buiswa go te no ke go batla gore ha nka busa concept e lo bujing no le sharp again Zaka bisu no go kena ka ntho ha ke ditso re no Zaka irang ka ra o spana ko Zaka irang gona le mazoti
Yeah.
gona le drink so ya no motho a itha go tshwere kraga ya no wa bona
Ya re wa
ya
fana.
no o tshwantse gore a stantele rona
Yeah.
and that happens naturally in the social order of things
All the time.
It's unfortunate that for some people to feel like they're big they have to step on others
On other people, yeah.
we're ladders a social climbing
Yeah.
it happens
Yeah.
so nakaro anstantela because it was literally a message to say hore yeah I'm up now so
Yeah.
you better kiss my ass
Check yourself, yeah.
and I'm just like you are mad
Show
no,
business.
actually,
Yeah.
mahlanya meat.
Yeah.
Like how you offering me something,
Yeah.
and then putting this up. I'm like, bro, if we, because I even told him, like, yo,
Yeah.
dude, I thought we're good about that because that happened so long ago. I even forgot about it. And he's
So
like,
he stayed in
he
his
literally
head.
responded, forgot about what? Then I didn't respond. I was like, actually, I'm not going to engage any further with this. That was the last time that man spoke to me. Because I didn't
damn.
respond, that was the last I've been to that club. That man
Yeah.
don't speak to me. Don't say a thing. The same man who's hosted me before.
Yeah.
Don't say a thing to me. And I'm like, no, I'm not the first one because I've also heard these boys say the same thing. Or since this man went up, he's talking shit to
talking
us now.
shit.
I'm like, hey, I can know see what he's not even my boy like that.
No, how about like if you are
told
kind of
you.
thing? I just feel or sometimes you know, people are using Bomonarona for, you know, to get themselves up. I don't like the concept of niggas getting 500 pula or a six pack.
Hey,
and I'm
man.
gonna keep talking about this thing. You know, if,
Ring is sharp. Go some establishments. I'm sorry, but that's weird. And I know I'm not the only one who thinks like this.
No,
You
no,
think
but
like
who's-
this.
who
The
different?
DJs who play there think like this because we have these conversations.
nigga, Moxido's pub, go Tono Takwana. That nigga will give you 10,000 pula.
Exactly.
Have you
I
in a
make
room-
way more money outside of Gabs than I do here.
So I'm just saying to these young homies, Baba needs to go 5 clipper, kind of six pack. Stop it for your own growth. You know what I mean?
You are at work.
You're at work, dog.
That 5 clip kanya gore bona.
At least the
Tshwara
whole
5 clip
day.
and can have fun.
Hey.
Come have fun. Hey, like a theoretsi.
Mo
Come have fun.
tirong.
Ke theoretsi.
E be ke tena yanong ha ba simolla ba tsisa majosi ba yo ileng gore wa itse gore ke bo 150 tao.
Nah, they have.
And
I'll
I'm just
tell
saying.
you now. They have certain deals with them because they engage them often enough. They have
Nigga, that's a lot of
relationships with
niggas.
them. And it's a lot of niggas is a problem. So there's a lot of
Hey.
money leaving our economy.
So that's all I'm saying. A lot of the time, but Dr.
There's a
Malinga o
lot
ta
of
bo bona
money.
motho a reka ntlo e ntšha.
There's a lot of money leaving our economy
Rona
in
re
this
santse
industry.
re santse re lwantshanya rente baniwa modimo nna hela ga go nna ba di 28 rent.
There's a lot of money leaving our economy, my man, over some bollocks like that.
Yeah. But you
Over
went,
some bollocks
you
like that.
played a couple of these Channel O gigs, barring Majusi.
So the thing is now, when we go to Joburg, my dog, we're the stars.
Yeah, there's
We're
love.
Stars.
What Kenya dog, like out there, there's love.
Exactly. You did that,
Yeah.
fam. No
First
man,
class,
no
Papa.
man has. Come on.
Business class.
Come on, baby.
Garlic bread. Lona lenzi li punya duanyana na reja garlic bread ka.
Say garlic bread.
Nigga.
What?
Flying across the continent, nigga.
Don't kill me. No, out there we're superstars. Though.
Oh,
We're
actually, Bile, rest
superstars.
in peace to Eric. He had won Idols when I was hosting. Like, joyous celebrations. He passed away, was it last year? Yeah,
to hear
Eric
that,
Moyo, huh? So yeah, rest in peace to Eric,
Sorry
man.
to hear that. Rest in peace, Eric,
Yeah.
for real, man. Take what the story say.
Eh.
I got from David to where we are now.
Eh.
Yeah. So, 3 months into probation, I'm being frustrated. I'm a child. My mental health was not doing good at all.
Yeah.
I just quit school. My parents are not supporting me because they really didn't support the move at all. You know, so I have no support at home. I'm being frustrated at work. I cannot zaka huira sepe. For Christmas party, ke do iso ba jala ba mahala. Ke ha like a bit of security go give me season.
Who are you with?
Kunta.
Oh, Lord.
Rest in peace, my brother
rest
Kunta,
in
man.
peace to Kunta, dog.
Kunta is a real one. Kunta is a real one.
rest in peace to Kunta.
Security with Christmas party in Yarona was Spane. There was like 20 of them niggas. There was 2 of us.
But game city
Guess who
dangerous.
won? Guess who won?
You niggas won.
Of course, bro. What are you talking about? We're on one.
Hey, yeah,
fam.
that's how about
We're
Bafana
on
ban.
one. No,
That game
we're on
city.
one. No, we're on one. We're on one. But shut up, man. I'm not stressing. Only 20-something years old. I was an
Hey.
animal, dog. I didn't mind dying. I was an
bad.
animal.
Yo.
And that just goes to show, dude, we really need to take care of our mental health for real.
Deal with
'Cause
the issues.
After that happened, I realized, I'm like, dude, I was spiraling.
You could have hurt yourself.
I could have hurt myself.
Yeah.
And I did hurt myself. I was
Yeah.
injured severely.
Yeah.
It could have been worse. How am I fighting with 10 niggas at
With
the time?
batons and
With batons,
shit.
and I was beating them. What kind of animal was I, dog? And I realized, that's not who I am.
Yeah, yeah.
That is not who I am. What did I become? And it's
Yeah.
because of all these things that happened contributing to this. And I'm also to blame.
Yeah.
As much as I need to also forgive myself,
Yeah.
I had to then. Who would work with me. I had no jobs, none whatsoever. Drew was the only person Nobody was fucking with me for a good 3 years straight.
Yeah.
Me, fuck, dog.
Fuck.
Me.
I remember
what are you talking about?
moment how are you going to deal with it? Because, a lot of the time when everyone is turning against you, because I've experienced shit like that. So usually, I get to going through, which is why, like, sometimes a little bit. People see the acting out, but they really don't understand that people are going through some real life shit.
We need to be responsible for our own things. Man. We need to take the bull by the horns ourselves. Nobody's coming to save us, fam. Nobody's coming to save Ozzy. Nobody came to save you. Nobody came to save me, fam. Nobody's coming to save you. So it's up to you and ourselves. You can't keep pointing the finger. You can't keep, my nigga, if you point one finger, there's 3 more pointing back about it. There's 3 more pointing back at you. If you point a finger, you're never going, nobody's coming to save you. So who you are, especially in your 30s, man, that's who you are. You look good for whatever age you are, man.
No,
like,
it's all her.
You look really
but
good.
like, I was a little scared for then, because there was a lot that was happening around you. Okay, being outspoken and being true to yourself is really not working for a lot of us out here.
And it wasn't working for me at all.
So I don't know how you're able to then make the leap to RB2, dog.
So let me tell you.
How the fuck did that happen?
Let me put you on game, man. Just to show you what even I tap Pascal. RB2 had always been a dream of mine. Always been a dream of mine. I can read you RB2. And Yarn FM happened. I'm like, oh snap.
Yeah.
There's even one for us, young people.
Nigga.
So that was my next dream, right?
Yeah.
But which was the first dream, RB2.
Yeah.
So anyway, get kicked out of Yarn FM. 3 years go by.
He's the one who fired you.
Yeah, David fired me.
After the probation.
After probation, I got a bit of my security. I don't know how to violate in terms of my disciplinary probation. He could be on the 31st of January.
Yeah, but what does Game City have to do with Fairgrounds
It was
Mall?
Christmas party, Yarn FM.
Yeah, but that wasn't
Anyway, it was Christmas party.
Niggas be making up rules as they
Christmas
go.
Party. Don't attend your Christmas party suspani. If
Oscar,
you attend,
no go.
Oscar, no go. Attend no bala. Do not socialize with your colleagues, guys. Anyway, so, I'm not in a job for 3 years straight. I get into the most messed up, depressive episode of my life. Guess who I met during that time? Mpho.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's how she became my friend.
Yeah.
Her light is so bright.
Yeah.
It illuminates people around her, man.
All
Unfortunately,
time.
sometimes people want to latch onto that light without contributing. There's no reciprocity.
Yeah.
But she still shines her light. I had nothing going on, man.
Yeah.
She shined a light on me, dude.
And sometimes that's all you need, Someone for being yourself, you know 100%. What I mean? So
when you have
really
nothing,
dope. Absolutely.
but you're so cool.
Yeah.
Like, how are you this person?
Yeah.
So can't tell when confidence how you are tired.
Yeah,
How when I lose little fine and look on tower like a brain shop. I want to brain shop. I can chat. Anyway, so the 3 years go by. I'm going through a very crazy depressive episode because all my businesses are failing, events are failing, like Ito are fucking me over.
Yeah.
My team's fucking me, so I have nothing going on.
Yeah.
The year was 2017. I decided I am not doing a single thing this year. 2017. I was like, actually, I'm tired. I'm fighting. Kanye West said, if you try hard, that's when you die hard.
That's when you die hard.
I stopped trying.
Your niggas like, why, God?
I stopped trying, and that really turned my life around because I never had to try too hard to be who I am.
Yeah.
So when I stopped trying too hard to prove to myself or the people that fired me, or I'm still that nigga, or to the people that I've employed, or you guys can go, I'm still good. I stopped trying. tell me how my life turned around, man. I hit my rock bottom and I came up.
You came back up, my nigga.
It came up. So, 2017, I'm minding my business. You know, doing my thing. I'm shooting Sorry Not Sorry now. I'm shooting at home. Gonna Sorry Not Sorry. It's me.
Hi, Miss Cool Man.
It's me, Mpho, Cool Man, Stuga, Frostbite, Babedin Sharks.
Yeah.
Who else?
But it was always you three on the
on the
thing.
camera. Yeah, these guys were the camera people.
They were the camera
Frost
guys.
and Babedi were the camera people.
Yeah.
Us three were on the couch.
Yeah.
So the five of us came up with the concept, did it. We just started shooting Kwanapi.
Yeah.
And I won't lie, my creative voice was an inspiration.
Yeah.
I really loved it.
No, you're an inspiration for this. Like, Sorry Not Sorry was my shit, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I fucked with that thing a whole lot. So
I appreciate that, man.
That was my show, dog.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I'd be inspiring Ska and stuff. Come on.
Light work.
Light work, ain't no thing.
Yes, sir.
You know, what's Joey? You're welcome. You know, ain't no thing.
No doubt, Papa.
So we're doing Sorry Not Sorry. I'm in the happiest point of my life at this point because I'm doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And before Sorry Not Sorry, I was already doing podcasts, but it was just audio. It wasn't audio visual.
Okay.
I was doing playlists and podcasts on SoundCloud. It was just my thing, putting on Botswana music and hip hop especially.
Yeah.
I was doing the top 10 Botswana top 10 rappers list. And I
Yeah,
did
that
audio
shitty-ass
visual
list.
production. Yeah, no, the list was shitty. How's
Nigga,
the
fuck that
production?
list, nigga.
How's
No, the production was beautiful.
Exactly, it was epic.
That, dog.
Epic.
Kapet introduced us to Bonina. But a lot of those people, some of those people had no business talking about rappers, man. But anyway.
Cool. Jesus.
No, I just gotta get a banyana out.
No,
No, I don't want to single out anyone, but like, no, lower blind every time you put out that list. So it was doing.
Because it's hip hop.
Yeah.
It's hip hop. You know, it's my opinion of my list, right?
Yeah.
Backed up by the fact that
It's
I'm actually
Mdu's
privy to this
list.
industry.
Yeah.
I know the ins and outs of this industry.
Yeah.
Consumers don't, but consumers have opinions because it's their subjective opinion.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, do your thing. That's
Kapet
why
was a
I'm
time. At that time, I think the hip hop industry was also changing, you know, and I think a lot of guys also didn't want to be kicked out. They still felt like they still had some going on. But there were these young kids coming through.
Yeah, there was that nostalgia bias that was very predominant, very prevalent. Hey, every year get drop a shake industry, mate. But the production, though?
The production was amazing.
Come on, man. That's where I was at with
Who
it.
was shooting?
First, it was shot by Gino Price. The first one ever shot by Gino Price.
Yeah.
And the second one then we started shooting Moana pictures.
Okay.
Then the last ones were shot at The Voice.
Oh, okay.
Because The Voice then came through as partners.
Awesome stuff.
Shout out to The Voice for that one, man. It was
No
so cool.
doubt. No
so anyway,
doubt.
I'm doing all these things. I'm finding out about who I really am. I'm more of a producer than I am the face of anything.
Yeah.
I'm more of the background guy than I'm in the front. That's why I'm doing top 10 rappers. I was never in the show.
In the show, yeah.
It was Leboa's voiceover.
Yeah.
It was everybody else.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see me in there. But I'm producing and directing. That's all I was doing.
Dope.
You check.
I love that show, though.
That show was great, man.
Yeah.
So I was doing Bus Top 10, Sorry Not Sorry. I had top 5 lists. I was just doing so many things that I like to do.
Yeah.
No budget. Just using relationships with the people around me.
Yeah.
You know, Frostbite and I have been friends for 26 years now.
I'm really happy about his space right now.
100%.
Like, he's really doing his
100%.
thing.
We met when we were kids in Zim. We went to boarding school together.
Yeah.
Like,
Was he still chubby?
Yes. So we're doing all this work, man, and it's amazing. And guess who picks up light? There's a new station manager at Yarona FM at this time. Oh, by the way, when David got fired by Yarona, guess where I was?
Where were you?
I was at Yarona to walk him out.
I'm
I'm petty. I am a petty ass nigga, okay? I knew the date. I knew
Yeah.
listen, we went to Yarona FM to go usher him out. I walked out the doors with that man. Kill him with the positive vibes. Kill him with the positive vibes. Come along, oh no,
Yeah.
great work you've done, man. Wow, what a career.
Shit.
I'm petty, dog.
when you niggas run into each other, is there a high?
Yeah, there's a high because I'm trying to get over it. But the last time I saw him, I'm like, he's lucky I didn't cuss him out because he was with people.
Shit.
Yeah, I think now if I see him again, I don't know what triggered me, my lord, but I'm just like, if I see him again, actually,
No, don't catch a case, nigga.
No, I won't catch a case. I won't catch a case. I'll let him know, yo, you've ruined some lives, man.
Yeah.
And you need to atone for that.
But do you think it was his choice to do stuff like that, or was it the environment at the place?
It was him.
It was him. Huh?
It was him.
Yeah.
It was him.
So
and
who,
I say this because I've worked with other managers.
Yeah.
We keep going back or going whatever. I've worked with that whole team.
Yeah.
And we've had our differences as much as we've done great work together.
Yeah.
Him, on the other hand, actually, let's stop talking about that. let's move on with the story.
I don't fuck with Mr. T.
I'll tell you all about that.
Is this trauma bonding?
So I ain't got no problem with Mr. T. I don't have much to say about that man. I really don't. I really don't.
Actually, let's fucking move on.
Let's move on. Yeah, I really don't.
So, how do you get the job?
How I get the job at RB2?
Yeah.
2017, Yaron FM nominates me for Best Social Media Award.
I was on the thing.
You were?
Yeah.
I get nominated.
I really hated that shit because I'm a rapper. So every time get nominated for Best Social, it's like these niggas think I work on Facebook.
Exactly. You told me that. You actually made me think about that. Anyway, so
I'm doing all this other shit, and then you want to nominate me for Best Social? Oh, come on.
But Tato, you are also very, very, very active on social media.
Hey, I can't want to go to
Nakwating, your rap career wasn't as going on as it is now.
Because you niggas kept leaving me off the list.
Nah, you were just not doing Scar.
I know.
And you are not doing what we know you to do that time. But you were on social media and you were still relevant. Dog, come on, you're Scar. You would never be irrelevant.
I feel
you know, so much that when they couldn't slot you on Best Hip Hop or anything, they had to find something for you so they can sell themselves. But yo, guys, if we don't put Scar on, we are not going to sell.
I kept losing that thing. Anyway, you win, but you just won the other one.
I win Best Social Media the first time I got nominated against Scar.
Imagine.
And I got the but for me to realize what Scar didn't take it personally. One time I bet you're there FM and you walk in. I'm at the back. I'm in the offices. Easy comes like Sky is here. You know him,
bitch nigga,
little punk. He's my nigga. My come, he's a little flimsy man. He's my nigga, bro. He's my nigga, bro. But I actually really respect him. I'll tell you all about them.
No, he used to be a nice guy. So, but anyway, I'm over that shit.
I'm glad you are.
Look at us.
Cause damn, bro,
you know what I mean?
It took you a while.
Yeah, I'm a Scorpio. I gotta get my revenge.
It took this, come on. Anyway, so I get nominated, I win, right? After I win, I get offered a job.
By them?
Yeah. I win, and then they offer me a job. They're like, yo, come back.
Yeah.
Okay, come back and do what? No, we need someone in our marketing department.
Yeah,
we're building this department. We're trying to make it a thing. And apparently you have history here. You've done it before. You understand the way
that's
things
usually
work.
where careers go to die. But anyway.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay. I'd love to come back as marketing under one condition. I want the chart show. That's my only condition.
Chart show, dog. Yeah.
Because I remember I had done late night, weekend, breakfast, mid-morning radio.
Yeah.
And I was like, crazy enough, I wanted to come from late night to charts. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Right? So I tell them, the only condition I have, giving the chart show.
Yeah.
And they're like, say le. I'm like, oh, let's do this thing. Yeah. Like a bit of the marketing. Budweiser's coming through. The World Cup is coming through. So I'm handling that entire budget. I'm doing the birthday tours. I'm literally doing the trade exchanges.
Yeah.
I'm doing all of that. Hella one man. It was the one-man department.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much because I'm running their social media. I'm just doing the most, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I still got the chart show. Sharp. And then, managerial issues are a bit weird because I'm running this department one man, but I'm not a manager.
Yeah.
You know, so it became weird for me.
Yeah.
Then I resigned from the position because I'm like, okay, guys, I can't work like this.
Yeah.
I know myself, and to be honest, I just can't work like this.
Yeah.
I've asked on separate occasions, different occasions, for you to change the terms and whatever, but nothing's coming.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a manager.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not happening. So I'm like, okay, I would like to resign from this position because my department is not well represented.
Yeah.
Cool. I resign. Sharp. Then I get bumped up from chart show to mid-morning.
Yeah.
Kebikihiwa, power to the people.
That's what all that shit happened.
Bro, that was my favorite show to this day. So I'm doing midday radio. I'm doing power to the people. I'm bringing in money.
Yeah.
for the station, dog. I'm bringing in guap.
I think people don't know how much money is being made at radio
I
stations.
don't think people understand that. People think all we do is just speak for a living because rata go ring. I'm not running for 2 hours straight.
We're still at it.
Hey, ring I get.
This is a talent.
Yeah, talent that thing. The art of broadcasting.
Definitely.
And man, I was making rack on that show.
Yeah.
Rack, so much rack that Yaron FM does this thing, commission.
Yeah.
I was making more commission than my standard pay. I was making rack, though. Yeah. Because I'm making more commission.
Yeah.
The standard pay, right? Basic commission. But then the clients I'm bringing in are also engaging me for emceeing service.
For other work.
Engaging me for other work and so forth. So I was making a fuck ton of money doing midday radio.
Yeah.
Lumo then decides to leave because he's doing drive time with Katie. He decides to leave for whatever reasons. I get the drive. I'm like, oh, hold up. I'm making so much money on the show.
Yeah.
These features are the best. We're rocking. We see that it's 2 years into the show. Guys, it's 2 years only.
Yeah.
The show is young.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Legacy Radio, dude? Whatever happened to that?
It's not in Botswana, dog. You know what I mean?
Dude, Dollar Mac and Miss B had Legacy Radio. Faggy Safety Belt went on for how long?
She said something about Nelson Mandela once. I think there was no coming back from that shit. She's supposed to come on the pod next month.
I love to see that, man.
And shout out to my mister. She just had a baby as well.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, Anessa. So, she'll come to the show.
I'm trying to see if I've ever met her. Maybe I have, but...
Yeah. So she but like, Botswana, Sly was there for a while.
That was Legacy Radio.
Hey, who else though?
There were legacy shows.
Yeah.
It used to be a thing.
It used to be a thing.
I'm there. I'm like, guys, another
Go
instance.
to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another instance of me maybe being a few steps ahead of everybody in the way I think.
Yeah.
And they were just like, no, traditionally, our biggest presenter should be on drive. And I'm like, yo, fam, guys, leave me here. I don't care about all that other stuff.
Yeah.
I get done. Issue. I go drive. I get some sort of get typing. I don't know type. I have to promote.
Yeah.
I'm like, dog. I don't want to be here.
Yeah, I don't want the space.
Especially because my concept of drive, which already, you know how we are on radio, man.
Yes,
We already plan for show.
Yeah, we did.
So like, I'm planning for drive.
Yeah.
No, you're giving me the item prematurely and you're not giving me the resources I need.
Yeah.
It's called Cool in the Gang.
Yeah.
I'm cool and I have the gang.
Yeah.
The gang is our news guy, our sports guy, and our contributors on the show.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
News guys, I don't want to talk shit.
Go for it. Like, I'm here for it. Because
I don't want to talk shit about my people because they really helped me down to the end. I won't even lie.
Yeah.
They really gave me a gracious exit.
Yeah.
I ain't going to cap.
No doubt.
FM on our second endeavor together.
Yeah.
They treated me with so much grace.
Who was the station manager at the
It
time?
was Owen.
It was Owen, yeah.
Owen gave me grace.
Owen with the radio, dog.
That's my OG,
Yeah.
man. So anyway,
Then we make up
100%.
Like, he's the only person that I fight with like that.
and then
come
good
back together. Yeah.
And we'll squash it. We'll talk about it, squash it. Go have drinks with good.
And then tell you why you were wrong.
Exactly. And now it's a learning curve.
Yeah.
The man will teach you.
Yeah.
It's a teachable moment. But
Definitely.
you will fight.
Yeah.
But it's a teach. Other people will fight with you and Baba can.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm doing drive time. I really didn't have the resources I wanted to have to really kill that show.
Yeah.
I just didn't, man. I didn't feel it. So man, my OG, sharp. No OG. Hey, I think he thought it was the early 2000s or something.
Oh, God, I'm not even gonna say. What did he do? Yeah.
So now you like motswalela mo office ka mo braga a se nako e dilo di change da wa o tlogetse da ke le the junior mo Spaneng na ke senior da mo Spaneng so I'm gonna let you know about my juniors
Yeah.
we say hey don't this is not back then. It's not back then, my guy. Hey, are calm down. Hear it from me, you're young and that respects you so much.
Yeah.
Kantene behind my back is talking shit. Manager because you just got here, Bonnie. So they come back to me and it's like, yo, dog, how's that man have beef with you? I'm like, he has beef with me? I didn't know, fam. I was shook. What hey, moto a go penta o.
Fuck. You know I don't miss this shit.
Ke penta la ya no.
Sis.
So ya no, na ka address a issue.
Yeah.
So Botswana group chat then when he's a program manager.
Yeah.
Out of Botswana as presenters, the guys, okay, no, bua mahatlalo na da gore ke tlhaloganya ke gone ke montshara ka ta go tlhaloganya before ke proceed.
Yeah.
Ke nna wa ntla gore spawn na na quality paragraph na ke itsa oh do quality paragraph I write them. I'm a writer, dog. I'm a storyteller. I'll write paragraphs for
punctuation and everything.
100%, dog.
Yeah.
Grammar 100%. We
No
good.
doubt.
Then quality paragraph ka mo lot chief one ke hono giga nda one you change
Nowhere to start a conversation.
There's a lot going on, my man. Eh? So instead of you coming through, no, you're a legend in the broadcasting industry. I know you, and I get it, man. Like, yo, that man will build a feature for you.
Yeah.
Bonnie
Bonnie made RB2 cool back in the day, man.
Bonnie
as
will
well.
have
You know what I mean?
dope flipping features
With the Rugrats
and knows how
instrumental.
to and know how to sell them too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I don't got money like the chief. A lot has changed. Yeah. Instead of you coming through and disregarding us,
Yeah.
you know, as if we don't know what we're doing,
Yeah.
what a plan or when you have all the ideas, my man. Re botsa gore re ntse re sa di feature tse re ntse re irang o tlhaloganya tse di dirang before o tla ka dituri tsa gago le wena ya no wa re bora no wa bona.
That's how you make
buy hela agree shift not tota na personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're irking me, my man. Ga o mpisa shapa ha o bisa to shapo kopa
Yeah.
re relax ta re buisane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can Ronaldo tell what they know this thing is private. And it made it around to management groups. My text. So who comes back to me are the managers. Chief. And when I go weekend. I'm like, how do you know about this?
But they're dealing like we're in high school or some shit. Yeah.
But Owen says something to me, which I was like, oh shit, actually you're right. Owen
Yeah.
was like, nigga, what did you think was gonna happen? And I'm like, bro, actually, I think I was yeah, nah. Obviously,
Kids,
that
that's
was gonna
before
happen.
only view once.
Hey, that's before view once.
That's the message about.
So anyway, that happens, and then I realized, or actually,
Yeah. I stepped in it.
I don't want to be here because I don't have the proper resources for my real time show. Also, I don't want to be under such management.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ne?
Yeah.
I've been under management that's weird before, and at this point, I'm like,
Yeah.
actually, I can actually take a step back. Now,
Yeah.
this is when, while all of this is happening, kako company etona, RB2, Kumo is leaving.
Yeah.
Kumo's my nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I hit up Kumo. I'm like, yo, fam,
Yeah.
I want to hop on that side.
Yeah.
I remember Gilang Buelela with the producer, do they still want me?
Yeah.
The program manager, yeah, no, most probably. Let me just hear what they have to say.
Yeah.
Alright, sharp. Cool. She gets back to me. She's just like, yo, listen, I'm just gonna hook you up with a meeting with the station manager. I'm like, say less. Cool. I go meet the station manager. This is before I even told Yaron anything. I go meet the station manager, and I'm trying to tell the station manager it's a hush thing. But
corruption.
I can't come to the office.
Yeah, someone is gonna see me.
Yeah, I can't come to the office.
Yeah.
I work for your competition.
Yeah.
Let's meet outside. So I then plan a late evening meeting.
Yeah.
I got a document about chase like a half 4. I mean 1 p.m. But chase like a half 4. Apparently. So no, Nagari Gizor, but she's like a half 4. Gizor half an open office in about 2 because I'm like a 2.
Yeah.
Jokes. I'm
late. It's the monkey shoulder.
Trying to scave ice see like it's into it. I'm gonna rock this item. What do you guys say? Scave some ice. Can I also have one of these grapefruit items, man? What do you say? Yeah, no, that's ginger ale. I need grapefruit, fam.
Why do you niggas have a mic and you are not talking into the mic?
That's the thing.
Guys, the homies Baluko Kwana have a mic right now.
Lirijana, man.
Talking to the microphone, so. Hello. Hi. Uting.
Why you should scave ice like grapefruit?
So one meeting.
Meeting the meet with them and tell me, yo, listen, we would like to have you come through. We know about you. We've heard about you.
No, Abby's going to get it.
Yeah, but we heard about you because I've done. Kuma's invited me to a show before. Now I'm top 10 rappers list. So the program manager Salman Tata.
Yeah.
So I'm meeting station managers like, yo, okay, no, we're gonna make you an offer to come do the Kumo show because he's leaving.
That's crazy.
Because she's leaving, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, bet, actually, I would love to because I'm going back to her to 12 to 3.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, no, I can do something there. I've done something there before.
Yeah.
I can actually plan something out. Sharp.
Yeah.
I go back to work, sharp. I got a bullet because Panega, Spana, Hela, Bonnie, no Mulons, offer letter, I bet like offer letter, I giga kafa.
The coat of arms.
Hey, coat of arms, a giga. Hi, Horoja. Oh, and he was gigging at Park 27. I'm like, yo, where you at? The night before, funny enough, the night before, give me music, The following day, that day, but I couldn't tell him there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, let me read this, understand it, and get back to him. The following day, I'm like, so where you at Park 27? Cool, I'm pulling up. I pulled up to O and I'm like, yo, dog, I'm resigning.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why? What's going on? Keep on. I'm like, nah. I'm like, no. It has nothing to do with Bonnie, actually. There's a dream of mine that I'm trying to pursue.
Yeah.
I want to try something.
Yeah.
Zaka ye choko.
Yeah.
That's why Dilile Maximo put me on bank. Big bank, right? You get me? That was the first check Mascom gave you. Because the second check, man. I'm like, you got Mascom really.
Yo, Mascom,
with me.
Break us off.
That was bike there, right
Yeah.
now. We're dealing with competition. Shout out to Orange though. What if it counts? Shout out to Orange though.
Shout out to Orange. Break us off.
Orange is balibukile talent. But we're not loyal, man.
But they like this exclusivity deals though.
Yeah, but that was Wazer, you know.
Back in the day.
Because I got to be sort of like naturally in business. If you're dealing with competition, there has to be that 6 months nyana or to a year.
Robin once told me came 5 years before Berekale because he was doing those Mascom live sessions.
Crazy.
And Abigail puts out I know owner.
That's crazy.
Mascom.
Exactly.
Like because I've been working so closely with Orange.
Yeah.
I've never performed at the Mascom live sessions that go Botswana Craft, and I have a band, you know.
Yeah.
Boom Rap, I have performed. There's been so many people. My man, you're gonna have to wait 5 years.
No.
And I'm like, fuck.
I bet that was at the peak of his weirdness.
Yeah.
He's an OG, but he was also weird at some point, right?
You know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be on radio also.
You see, the niggas that put us on
are the ones who find us when we get up there. This nigga
that part
told, I think he told Doomy, and then Doomy started harassing Owen to coach me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He's like, yo, that rapper is actually a bit funny. He's got jokes, nyana. He can handle a conversation.
Man, I'll tell you that
know?
now. You're a great broadcaster, Scott. You
Sure,
are
man,
a brilliant broadcaster.
Brother,
Take
boy.
it from somebody who loves the art.
No doubt, Papa.
You are such a great broadcaster.
Bolela Solomon.
Undermine you. So, dog, so this man understands broadcasting, okay?
No doubt, Papa.
That he does. ADHD na lo mi I got
But at least it'll calm me down. But
hey, but you're such a great broadcaster.
thank you so much,
man.
Papa. I appreciate that.
Jesus.
But you made it onto, you did like something that we've never seen anyone do, you know, moving from private radio station into the national broadcaster.
I had to play my cards,
you know
man.
what I mean?
I
That
had to play my cards.
was a big move. I think there's a lot of people by what I think ladies are like you Giselles of this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, my man.
Thank you, Pa.
Yes, that's the perfect one. Actually, if you don't mind, actually, now I'll do it myself. It's fine.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate you, man.
So,
Can I
like-
have some ice as well, please? Thank you. Yeah, so you know, like you said, the Giselles and
But how
the OGs of the game.
How do careers like that just end overnight?
You know, you because such great broadcasters as well. You think, now the thing is, Botswana is very guilty of this, of nostalgic bias.
Yeah.
I was not counted in.
Yeah.
For a long time in my career,
Dude, if you told
I
me
was not
anyone
counted
was
in.
going to move from private to a national broadcaster,
you wouldn't have thought me.
I don't think you would have been on the
didn't count
list.
me in, fam.
No, and I'm sorry.
Man, it's okay.
You know,
it's
but-
okay. I know this, and I know it's my superpower.
Yeah.
I know what so I can make my moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're an art of war.
Out of war, that. Results,
Yeah.
You know, dude, I've been a broadcaster for 12 years.
Yeah.
People still think I'm new in the game.
Yeah. Can't you imagine?
Bruh, what are you talking about?
Had the coverage, RB2.
Yeah.
nigga, there's places in Botswana that, you know, you can't even pronounce some names. RB2.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, and that's a superpower.
What have you picked up from moving from a private radio station to the one that hits all the 5 corners of Botswana? I think Defy if I get.
Yeah. I picked up that people are the same everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Renale this mentality ya gore no kontra ga borone, ye kontra ga borone.
Yeah.
Nah, my man.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go. Gona le khetho.
Gona le macheki.
Gona le cheki le gore
Yeah.
le feel gore ka re ka ba represent and finally bona representation e rile wa bona. Ka re na ke le cheki le buang tshwahela. I speak brilliant English, sure. Na ke le cheki le buang tshwahela le bona mantsa le gore don't get my cat there because they love it. It's a passion. It's the drip.
Yeah.
It's the way we carry ourselves. It's the way our lingo.
Yeah.
So I found that I'm representing, or I'm representing people in different corners of Botswana. That when I go visit those corners, the love is real.
Yeah.
I don't get to those corners and feel like I'm a superstar.
Yeah.
And the people approach me and they're just like, bro,
Yeah.
can't do that and all this shit.
Well, like this sharp,
And
man.
I'm like, yo, you should meet Scar. Real niggas, man.
It's a Musala Pula thing.
It's a Musala Pula thing, man. People like you really paved the way to show us what to do. You don't have to be.
Yeah.
I met a couple of superstars from across SADC.
Yeah.
When we're doing all these South African tourism things, yeah?
Yeah.
And every time I'm in those spaces, I shine the brightest.
Yeah.
But the thing is, to them, they're just like, bro, you're such a star, but you're so chilled.
Yeah.
And it's showing us that we don't have to be
over the top with it. But you know, I remember there was one time, I was with O'Neill.
Yeah.
Before O'Neill got into the Big Brother house.
Yeah.
We had done like a trip, DSTV.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're moving around. I think, I don't know if Bonomzamo were there. Like, there was a couple of celebrities. We went to Durban and shit like that. O'Neill nights or he's going to the Big Brother house. So when we come back from Durban, Relanda Mujubeg and he's going to Big Brother house. So he was using that trip to talk to people. Because I even got a call from Cooley Roberts. She's like, you snakes.
Yeah, you didn't tell me.
So what I picked up because of your idea thing, Bo Cleo and Fresh came and sat next to us. So I want to cry. Baby, this was before.
No, look.
But that energy, where people can pick it up, but for some reason, Botswana it's like something else, and people hate on that shit.
Yeah,
I don't know what we need to do to try and change
There's
that
no
shit.
honor. A man has no honor in his own home, man.
Yeah.
So, people are like, yo, dude, you are brilliant.
Yeah.
You know? But anyway.
Because of your talent.
Crazy enough, the O'Neill thing.
Yeah.
Big Brother. Can I get in India? And I forgot.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah. It was either O'Neill or I.
Shit.
I literally made it all the way to the final auditions. So then when I saw O'Neill go in, I'm like, oh snap, it was either him or I.
Yeah.
I made it all the way to the final audition. We enjoyed it. We did the whole thing. Medicals, we did the whole thing. Staying in a room and not being allowed to leave that room because there's still auditions phase. Nobody should see us. Nobody should know that we even there. We did that whole thing, Big Brother auditions, all the way till the end. And then the house. I'm like, hey, okay, cool.
So medical check special.
No, everything.
I get about to buy Ulana Mul. Or maybe but check a special or
no, as a Kanya special.
Nah,
they may be underlying illnesses that were kicking when you're in the house.
Oh, okay.
So they want to put you in a compromising situation. So they take
but let's special for sure.
I mean, yes. Like a blood test, I get. Hey, I'm sure we've been talking for 2 hours.
We've been talking for 2 hours. I wanna. Who's got next? Like as far as the artists that we got out here, I mean, I'm seeing KX legit.
One take 267.
Why niggas not booking him?
Because he's a real rapper.
Yeah, ne?
Rapid
rap.
Yeah, rapid rap. Nobody's booking KX as well.
How then do they change that? Like
nobody's booking
especially
rappers.
KX, One Take. Who else though? And Spaces.
Yeah. Ah man. People are fine.
Why niggas not booking these kids? Because they're gonna find clipper,
Amapiano's in. Amapiano is in Vizo and Banty. Remember how they used to be when they came out? Vizo and Banty were at every show because they were the representation of hip hop for our era.
Yeah, but they had Zen.
And they were also a representation of hip hop in our era. Hip hop had space. Izzy didn't have Zen.
Yeah.
DJ Izzy was DJing at all these big festivals.
Wait.
He was a hip hop DJ.
Oh, sorry, shit.
Stop hating.
It's such
Stop
a
hating,
reaction.
dog.
It's
so
It's
natural.
part of my DNA.
Yeah.
I need to stop.
Yeah. No, but then, hip hop now is not as appreciated as it was because Amapiano has taken over.
So
Now,
why
the
don't we have
crazy part
Amapiano
is
artists
because
out here booked?
Because Amapiano is not
Lord
our
T, let I go
genre.
here,
It's not our genre.
What is
Especially
our genre?
because
We don't
South
have a
Africa's
genre.
across the border. So there's access to the originators of Amapiano.
Yeah.
That's why they're getting paid for Naruyama 500. It's because they're right across the border.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, Botswana
Closer than
has become another
Francistown.
leg. Yeah. Botswana is just another leg now of Johannesburg. Gaborone is
Yeah.
just another leg of Johannesburg now. JB. So it's not our music.
Yeah.
It's not like Namibia.
Yeah.
Namibia is a bit further. Right?
Yeah.
Namibia Amapiano stars are clocking 1 million views and so forth because they don't have immediate access to the South African stars. So they making their own Amapiano stars. We can make our own Amapiano stars when the stars are literally a stone throw away.
Shout out Lamu. He's the colored homie. LVMU.
Yeah.
He has a brand new single out with Balaklava Blanco.
Yeah, he's a Namibia boy.
He's a Namibia boy, you know what I mean? He was wilding in my womb. Hey, that's another story for another.
Yeah, he be like that. So yeah, man.
Riz.
In terms of hip hop,
Take.
right now, hey, holy shit, man,
Yeah. Yeah.
take.
No, take is something else.
One take 267.
Guys, Tabana, can we try and book our artists, guys, so that these kids don't fall by the wayside? Because I think that like, there's a lot of there's a lot of artists by I mean,
Yeah.
but like you feel Take has got it.
I feel like Take has got it, and we just need to now. I don't know what we need to do.
Yeah.
There's Gaborone Fancy,
Yeah.
who's an instrumentalist.
Okay.
Dropped an album called Gaborone Fantasy.
Okay.
Featured a bunch of artists, including Ayanda, including Sabaha. Sabaha's great as well.
Yeah.
Pablo 8%, instrumentalist, singer, rapper.
Yeah.
Kizito, producer, rapper.
Yeah. Shout out Kizito.
Yeah, shout out Kizito.
Yeah, he
man,
shot a
you
video
know.
for Abby.
Oh, word. I got on the Perfect Noise crew.
Yeah.
Those boys, I can't wait till I have money. As much as you're saying what I'm not getting booked in these big festivals,
Yeah.
I get it about sharp.
Yeah.
No, sharp, man.
I'm really trying to
Now
understand
when
this.
I fuck with them because it's
Yeah.
legitimate.
Yeah.
It's real. It's people who have talent that I want to nurture, that I want to be a part of. The Perfect Noise crew.
Yeah.
And the artists they've brought on. Over 250 artists have performed at a Perfect Noise gig.
I performed one too. Shout out Kizito. Abby was headlining one.
Yeah.
Abby got Kizito. T-Money.
Shout out T-Money for real.
Yeah, so
These
that's where we
guys-
need to be looking at the next ones.
We need to be looking at the next one at the kids, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I get like on a Take. Oh, After Dawn.
Yeah.
Oh, we got talent in
Yeah.
this country, man.
No doubt,
But I
Papa.
also like to see my era of artists,
Yeah.
my generation, your Mpho Sebinas being Grammy voters and going to the Grammys. You
Kind of
know?
pause at the Grammys.
Yeah.
And I think most of us
Levels,
sometimes don't
man.
really like see how she's a trailblazer. Like she's in the voting committee. How does this work? Like at least you have some insight because we'll get her on the show soon enough. But like, how does it work?
Let her speak on that. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's an invitation thing. You get invited
Yeah.
to become a member after looking at your record. Just looking
Yeah.
at, okay, who are you? What have you done? Then they'll be like, okay, yeah, you can represent us.
Yeah.
You can put us on other artists. You can get other people going to vote and whatever. Yeah, okay, you're a powerhouse. You can definitely contribute towards the greatness of the Recording Academy.
Yeah.
And she's one of those people.
I'm really proud of her because Rape is Gadishu Abana. But
Yeah,
at
it's
the same
Gadishu
time,
worldwide.
what's crazy about it is like I always say the story. When I was interviewing her once on Ice 100,
Yeah.
this chick,
You know we have a lot to talk about. I want to tell you about Ice 100, but please continue. You're interviewing us on Ice 100. Yo, we need to just have the show together instead of me coming once, because we have a lot to talk about.
No, you're gonna come again.
Hey.
Pause. God damn.
Hey, yo!
Oh, it's crazy. Jesus. No, she told me what she just wants to move out of her house.
Yeah.
She wants to move out of her parents' house.
Yeah.
And that was
Did
the
you see-
realest answer I'd ever gotten from like anyone I've ever interviewed. I've interviewed a bunch of people, but every time I see her success, nigga, ke bona le beletse muni long kwa abapile le madungu a millionaire
John Legend that's
this was just a girl from D2 trying to move out of her parents' house. Where are we now?
exactly.
You know what I mean? So I think not moving back to Bo 500 Pulali the six pack. I think the people who are running a lot of these establishments and a lot of these shows really need to think about the culture and not just be greedy. You know, there's a lot of kids coming up from the bottom, and it seems like they don't know their worth that much. So I wish, like, you know, because
but
you
it's
know so
business,
much.
Scar. I think we need to get our business right as well as entertainers.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, "Yo, I have the talent, so you guys just have to give me the platform. I have the talent."
Yeah.
You have great talent. You're investing it 100% cool.
Yeah.
You need to understand the business. Zane spoke on it.
Yeah.
That if you understand the game
Yeah.
and you play it,
Yeah.
you'll be aight.
Zane
Just
keeps me
understand
paid.
the game.
Can you get better and learn?
Man, I don't know Zane. That's Braille, my nigga. My nigga.
Yeah.
I got on the Aftermath family.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be that beast.
Oh, Nico.
Manawe Zane.
Okay.
Francistown. He's running Francistown. He runs Francistown.
Francistown is turning into something
Zane's
crazy right now.
Younger brother.
His younger bro.
Runs Francistown.
Jesus Christ.
The same way Zane is running the game here in his capacity.
You see what he did at Temple?
Boy.
In 2 weeks.
Hey.
I'm trying to go to Temple.
My man, I even hit him up. I'm like, yo, you guys don't call me out of Temple anymore. He's like,
Yeah.
don't worry, when I go talk on Sundays, when I do something. I'm like, say lit, cuh.
He hooked me up with like a gig on the 17th.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's about relationships. So like,
That
but
part.
what
Some
should these
relationships are
youngsters
bad.
do?
They need to make relationships and
Let's say KX legit, for example.
okay, KX. Oh, damn.
Popular Guy is all over my algorithm right now.
Right.
The songs are playing on the radio.
Right?
How does he get himself, get some skin in the game? Like,
Cultural currency. I think that's the best way KX can do it.
Yeah.
He plays the cultural currency game because he's doing it. He's
Yeah.
rapping Batswana. He's making references to the Tamalagan Lydia and so forth, right? So cultural currency in terms of the people that will book you. If you do a positive song, right? Hopola Kaya is a positive song. The
nigga,
thing
we
is,
know
he has-
about Hopoling Guy. As a musician, o kgona gore go nne thata o bua mo go ditshana.
Yeah. Hape hopola Kaya kana ke ntho ene zama ke braile e bidwa mana na le khawa shiko face for.
Face for Mdero.
Mdero. Dera hopola Kaya ke ntho ya ga Mdero.
I've been knowing everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's always
Yeah.
so a young kid like KX is coming through and doing hopola Kaya.
Yeah.
Sure, you got great features, Bouncy and Vizo,
Yeah.
to
And
push
Spaces,
that, right? And Spaces as well, to push that item, right? Had he done that song solo and had a remix of them, it would have been greater because he can perform the song solo.
Yeah.
If he gets booked by government at a SEPA event,
Yeah.
or at a cultural event of any ministry, hella.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys, hey, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's still new in the game. He's gonna learn a few things. Or okay, the trick is that I have to make a song that will speak to the public.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I still have my creativity adding into that day song.
Yeah.
So I can still have my license, my poetic license in there.
Yeah.
Me hella client da ha mang.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
paying you? Are you making a song for the streets? The streets are not going to pay you.
Yeah.
Because the streets pay the promoter at the gate. They don't
Yeah.
pay you.
Yeah.
But the promoter needs to pay you, right?
Yeah.
Now, if that's cycle, go to the
Okay, the ones that
government
want
cycle.
you.
The one that want you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Samantha Moepeng.
Yeah.
To this day,
Yeah.
since transition,
Yeah. No, I'm singing Meikah, nigga.
to this day, when exactly. And you know what's crazy? As big as Metlolo is, my
Yeah.
dog. I
I don't even sing that chorus. I be
know.
dancing like this.
I'm
and
DJing for you, dancing just like that.
then you just give them the mic.
Yes.
CLA.
Yes. That's a huge song. So
Yeah.
we need those, man. Cultural currency. Sing in your language. Sing about your people. Sing about your culture.
Yeah.
Speak to it. Hip hop is not originally ours.
Yeah.
Botswana was the originators of hip hop in Africa, or at least in Southern Africa.
Yeah.
But then it's not our genre.
Yeah.
So
Hey, Mazimba,
make it ours.
jump.
No. Hip hop.
I remember
hip hop
Gatumang.
bots.
I remember
Dancehall, I'll give it to Zim.
Yeah, because
I'll give it to them.
Because Bob Marley went there.
Yeah.
But I remember there was the Lost Boys, Babu, back in the day, Zimbabwe.
That's cool.
It's like a rhyme like that. I'm serious.
That's cool.
Look it up.
But
you know what I mean?
the first solo rap album.
We gotta wrap this up. I don't know how we're wrapping it up.
Because there's a lot we can talk
there's
about.
a
I
lot
want
we
to
can-
tell you about
that's
ICE 100 and tell you about online radio stations and tell you about UB radio, tell you about
You've been on
traditional
UB radio
media.
as well,
Well, UB radio, I've done training for them.
What happened at ICE 100?
You know why ICE 100 melted?
Because Tapalo
that
Letsolo
ICE
got into politics.
Also, yeah, sure, but why it was never going to work.
Like, I saw my views.
It was never going to work. Scar.
Why?
Because the model, Yarone FM, was uprooted and then planted into online. That model cannot work online. It wouldn't have, especially back then.
Yeah.
Because that's when the Cliff Centrals and Touch HDs were coming up.
And Clip Central in this side of the world.
ICE 100 was not going to work because you have someone doing breakfast, midday, drive, evening. Who's going to pay those people? Who has? You don't have commercials just yet. Who's going to pay those people?
There were no commercials.
There were no commercials. So who's going to pay those people? That means as an individual supposed to maintain a year. Come on, it wasn't going to work. So this is my idea.
Yeah.
And I had it then. That's why they didn't call me to ICE 100. Because I was like, dog, this is not going to work. So
hey, none of us know what
exactly. Nobody was going to hire me. Even ICE 100 didn't even want to hire me.
I think Minky was there. I was there. Drew was there.
Drew was there. The whole Yarone FM team that got fired after I got fired. Hey, no, I can't Hey, I'll walk you guys out the same way I walked out David. I'll walk you guys out. Anyway.
Hey, dog.
So the model was that it was breakfast to evening or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That is a wrong model for online radio, especially when there's no commercial value for it, right?
Yeah.
What should have happened is that on a Monday, Sky has a show.
Yeah.
You do it live from 6 to 9 p.m. 9 a.m., right? You do it live.
Yeah.
And then you play music for maybe 2 hours, and there's a repeat of your show from 12 to 3. Another repeat from 6 to 9. 12 to 3. Another repeat from 6 to 9. It should have been like that. Tuesday, Ibn Lungo. Wednesday, Ibn somebody else. Ibn somebody else.
Yeah.
That way, you are only expected to come to work 3 hours a week.
Yeah.
So, I'm expecting a lot of money from them.
Yeah.
That way, you get a sponsor. The same way I did Power to the People. Monday will be sponsored, Gira the Power Quiz.
Yeah.
The same feature.
Yeah.
Monday is sponsored by someone else. Tuesday, somebody else. Wednesday, somebody else. Thursday, somebody else. Friday, same feature.
Yeah.
Had different sponsors on different days. That's why I was making so much money for Yarona. Because I was selling to different people the same thing. So,
that's crazy.
It should have been the case. So Monday is just you. I get. That way you can manage the load.
Yeah.
If you get a sponsor that's paying for 3 hours, but that value is gonna be repetitive. It's gonna be value from 6 to 9 live, right? Value from 12 to 3. Podcast.
If you missed it, you can get it later in the evening. Yeah.
And there's always going to be a podcast available for play on demand, listen on demand.
Yeah.
It'll always be available. So if you missed it in the morning or you're missing it whatever, or you can't tune in live, there'll always be a podcast really available where the sponsors' content, commercial content, is in the podcast, is in the live thing. All you needed was just to get one sponsor per presenter. And it would have worked. It would have worked. But people were angry at Yarone FM and trying to prove it all. Online is the future. Fuck your
No, but online is the I'm not saying
online is the future.
It is
back
the future.
Then,
back then it wasn't happening.
The
I think maybe it was because so it was a bit easy for me to go to work, you know what I mean? But like, that's crazy. Come on.
My guy. Now I'm a brilliant man. Brilliant man.
So when are you starting an online radio station? I know right now you're under contract, so you can't be creating the competition.
Yeah.
But like, it seems you've given it some thought.
A lot of thought, because at that time I got approached by Posh Water.
Okay. That homie.
Yeah. Triple OG.
Yeah.
So Triple OG approached me.
He always works. Like this nigga, you'll be there with a bunch of pretty girls.
Yeah, he works. So remember Naomi Music?
Naomi I.
Yeah.
There was with the double I.
Naomi Music was also an online streaming platform where it was for strictly BW music. When Ice 100 was happening, Naomi Music was happening. But there was one show on Naomi Music. It was the NM Top 10 that I hosted. I did a top 10 chart show on Naomi Music.
Mike.
Say it.
Say it.
Boo.
Boo. Aye. Mudibe.
No.
Sabelo.
Yes.
Whoa.
Sabe. Isn't Sabe George?
Yeah.
Sabelo Masas.
It's Sabelo.
Sabi.
Hey, what's up,
I know that story. You know why I know that story?
know?
Sabi is my boy. Sabi is actually one of my close. We went to varsity together. I lived with Sabi at some point. Sabi is my boy. So I know the whole thing because we're also working on some other shit together. And he's like, ish, don't tell nobody but. No. I'm like, yes, my boys, get that paper.
Guys, get a lawyer.
Get a lawyer. Don't play these games.
Because like right now, it's like people out here, I don't know why some of these companies feel like they can do that, where they can cancel a contract.
No, there's no way. Out of the blue. No.
But sign so there's some stress like daily. No,
he knows it as well. He was cool with it. Anyway, so
no, I kept seeing him looking at my statuses. I know why I have a soft spot for him.
Yeah.
His bro is he's the guy I named my son after. Adrian. I was in the same class with Adrian.
Oh, and Adrian is such an OG. You definitely are friends with Adrian. You are 100% friends with Adrian. Actually,
I sat next to him in class. Yeah. And then after we finished our Form 5 exams, and I was with a bunch of it was foreign cats. I mean, he's, some of those niggas, I jumped in that thing, huh? I jumped into the Gaborone Dam. I didn't even touch the ground. Adrian jumped in that shit and got me. He is one
of the realest oaks I've met, and you saying this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I named my son after him.
It makes a lot of sense, man. Yeah, anyway, so Sabi and then Naomi Music, I did the top 10 item. I used to record at Linkster Studio.
Yeah, Linky,
yeah. That's how we used to record the podcast. That was the first proper podcast I recorded, put it on streaming platforms for listen on demand.
Yeah.
And that was the time when Ice 100 was happening, because I thought Ice 100 was going to call me.
Yeah.
Looking at the roster. I'm petty. I'm like, let's play this game for real. So, brother in the Posha Baraka, Naomi Music, and he's like, yo, I developed this concept for me. And I developed the same way I'm telling you right now about the one person per day. I developed that for him. I'm like, okay, let's do it like this. But here are the presenters. Because other guys I used to do the top 10 rappers list with.
Yeah.
I took Nina Bands.
Yeah.
There's other new people in the game. I was like, okay, Ross as well.
Yeah.
Let's just do this.
Yeah.
But then he never came through with the finances or whatever, so we didn't go ahead and do it.
Where is it? And I thought that was going to help us.
It's no longer a thing.
It's off completely.
Yeah, it's no longer a thing. But now
we do need like a streaming platform.
UB Radio though. Because UB Radio was streaming for a while before they got to the FM
never
license.
listened to it on stream.
Yeah, but it was there. It was there, and there's an audience for that.
Yeah, they play really good music, they play a lot of local music.
Gang.
You know who's the station manager?
Yes, I know this because
she's my. That's why it was really bad for her.
Called me back to Yarona. Kelly called me back. Kelly's just like, yo, you guys are let him do relay, because everyone's like, oh, dude. Kelly was like, are you mad? Look at this talent. Are you crazy?
Can I tell you a secret before we gotta shut the show down?
Yeah, we gotta shut the show down.
Can I tell you, so my dad, Rawe Kelly,
oh, there was war.
Kelly fires me. Yeah. My dad wants out. I didn't want to. No, it was beyond her.
Yeah.
She's my sis, you know what I mean? I think it hurt her a lot more than, you know, because but like, you know, that's good people, and I'm really, really happy for those kids have like someone like her, or the business, because you know, she's really good at what she does. She was really doing a good job for Yarn FM as well. So, yo, shout out UB Radio, guys.
Yo, UB Radio, thems is the future.
Yeah.
I got
Clueless.
Hey, I get to Clueless. Eish, guys.
How much time do we have? 5 minutes.
Give us 5 minutes. Like hits.
So, Clueless, defend maloba.
Hey, now get this, ne? Here's a UB Radio.
Hey, okay, cool stuff.
UB Radio is the future of radio, and I say this intentionally using the word future, right?
Yeah.
That's a training ground for the future broadcasters. We never had that. Our training ground was on the ground. Iloko Yarona. Yarona gave the best training, still does.
Actually, don't say Yarona. Owen. Fair. Owen trained a lot of the broadcasters who are making waves right now, all the way from O'Neill to me to you, all of us, right? And that was under Yarona FM's card, right? Cool. But they were already commercial, but they're doing training, right? UB Radio is training from grassroots level. Yeah.
This is now going to become a career path. You're going to go to school to become a broadcaster. Literally, go to school. Finish your Form 5. Take off your uniform and start wearing your drip.
Yeah.
And go learn to become one of us. We learned that, but now UB Radio are gonna train them on the ground and still compete commercially.
Yeah.
And still compete.
So they do sell. I don't know if I've heard an advert.
They haven't yet really gotten a grasp of it. That's where we come in.
No,
I can't say much on that actually. I can't say much on that. I can say
I wanted to say shout out Dr. Tseko. He was one of my lecturers. Economics. I know he's the chief of staff for the president. And I know you don't like talking politics.
Yeah, I really don't.
But I gotta do it.
How I thought this 5 minutes was how to continue.
No, 5 minutes was serious. How does it feel working for the national broadcaster and, you know, it's a new Botswana?
It feels good.
Yeah.
Because I got moved from the 12 to 3 p.m. show, relegated to 6 to 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a political person.
Yeah.
So I'll get on 12 to 3 p.m. and say, hey guys, give me a call or send me a text and count how many potholes you see right now.
Yes. All right, you wanted to get fired. What? Everyone is always parked there where you nearly
am I wrong for that?
There. No,
who are politicians serving?
Dog.
As a public broadcaster, who am I representing?
Us, the people.
I don't represent represent politicians.
Yeah.
I don't represent ministers.
Yeah.
I represent the people.
Yeah.
We're the fourth estate.
Yeah.
We're the bridge between the government and the people. So people's voices is that they were frustrated about the pothole situation. So I was like, okay, let's make it a point actually. So out on national radio, wherever you are, look outside the window
and count them.
Just send me a
text.
That's
crazy.
And I just started. Get the quality and the minister colleague straight to my studio. What the Meikah. Haxon's guitar ke go table tsa mayo go 629 nka rotla re teng.
Shit.
Ke be ke go 629. I get no ka punish you.
Yeah.
I go 629.
I like that punishment. It's better than a towel.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know.
I guess was 629 By Tarabam Panisha. Channel O comes around. They're like, hey man, is this kid?
Yeah.
Want to do something over here?
Already delicious.
Nah, no, because now I have the whole day, so I managed to shoot a whole season because I have the whole day to work.
The top 5.
Exactly.
Hey, Mona, we need a second episode.
Exactly.
Because we haven't covered all of them.
Yeah, we haven't covered
the Bots top 5
the things that I've done. Like, Channel O comes through, Mnet comes through, MultiTrade just like, yo, you need to do this for us.
Yeah.
Botswana needs more representation on these platforms.
Yeah, but that was a big move right there.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that was a big move.
We need
right
another
there.
show because you and I need to talk about this for real.
Yeah.
To talk about representation of Botswana in the African, just African context.
Yeah.
About where it started from, what happened, and where it is now.
Yeah.
Right? So that happens, get relegated sharp. And then I went to RB2 also because I had my ear to the ground. There's rebranding coming.
Yeah.
Kumo had just dipped. I'm like, let me take your slot. And
Yeah.
actually, I invited Kumo to my house,
Yeah.
made steak for her and told her, I don't want this to be a thing you
Steak,
hear. Yeah, steak.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be a thing you hear on the side.
Yeah.
I've been offered to come do the show. You're leaving. I know your grievances. I'm your nigga.
Yeah.
And I know how you want to leave a mark.
Yeah.
But I'm coming in, my dog.
Yeah.
I don't know if the impact of you leaving might weigh the same if I'm coming in to hold the fort.
Yeah, man.
Maro, you're my nigga and Heidi. I just have to do this because it's my dream.
Yeah, man.
I don't. She said it was cool, but I don't think it was cool. Like looking at it now, I'm like, nah, I don't think it was cool.
You don't get any
She
free
made some
food at
weird
Kanakang.
remark. No, I do. I don't get free food. I pay. She's my nigga still, but then there's something she once said in a jokingly manner that I was like, that's not a joke. But anyway,
Dollar is really good at that.
Yes!
He'll say some shit about it.
exactly. So then, anyway, I get relegated, Chapo. Then Mo Fresh come through to do rebranding at RB2. They find me where? At 6 to 9. And they're just like,
What is this shit?
What is this?
Abigail, shout out to you. You're the first person who really gets an desk.
Yeah.
Cause why he's over the edge.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
know.
My nigga showed me the decks. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, we
Okay.
upgraded out of
All
RB,
right.
man. We are upgraded
RB2
now.
is absolutely dope,
Up
nigga.
right now, dog. Right? It's up. So they come through and they're just like, yo, you guys are sleeping on talent.
Yeah.
You want this man on drive.
So break it down
But
for the
it was-
people. Okay, so the rebranding wasn't just changing the studio. It
No,
was
no.
also
They were changing-
personnel.
Yes. So rebranding that thing was very 360, right?
Yeah.
It was changing the studio equipment.
Yeah.
Because it was very
Ancient.
old stuff, very ancient.
Them niggas used to play with that thing, bringing it up and down
Yeah.
and whatever, like it's a flex. I don't want to say anyone's
it's still a
name.
flex though. I won't even count. I'm tall, so when I get to the studio, I have to pick it up and it goes up. I'm like,
Hydraulics under the mixer.
Come on, man, we up.
Crazy.
But now even the machinery we use, the softwares we use, the latest.
It's a metro, it's a kaya.
Hey, like this Metro Lekaya. Right now we're the real ones.
Shit.
But what Metro Lekaya, but they're like whoa. Because our equipment is the one. Yeah?
Pay your tax.
They come through, they're like, hey babe, you want this man on drive? There was obviously pushback from one particular manager, actually, not one type thing. Who was just like, nah, because she's the one who got flagged the time I was doing my thing.
Yeah.
She's the one who relegated me. She's the one who continued to fight me when I was
Okay, I
doing drive. Anyway,
Yeah,
so then I get put on
that's
drive
funny.
time, and I get put on drive time with Lady of Soul, but now got the she was still at school, which was very weird for me because we're starting a new show, but someone is not available. So I was just like, nah, you guys are trying to do something weird.
Yeah, it looked weird
Yeah.
from where I was.
Yeah.
And she's my sis.
It got even more weirder.
Because I can live like he puts, because Kimwana was gala.
Yeah.
He puts on okay, but she could easily go to the studio and do the show.
Yeah.
So a co-hosted show without the other host,
Exactly.
it was looking.
I feel like I was
there praying for you, nigga.
I was set up. Okay. Bo Fresh really wanted me to do this. Like, yo guys, just give this man a chance. Let him do his thing. But then, we're just like, so I'm set up.
At
I'm
least
just
get
like,
Lady of Soul to control him.
hey, but I
I
don't know how available and unfortunately, I don't want to speak on her experiences, but she resigned and she dipped, and I'm left with the show.
Nigga, this is news. Did you know?
Oh, later so long resigned.
No, I thought it was just still one of those things where she comes, how or when.
Long resigned.
Yo.
I've been doing the show Ace Man, but it was built to be a 2-man show.
Yeah.
Anyway, I get management. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Anyway, so I'm just like,
Is it still Soul Party?
It was still Soul Party
Yeah.
because government is not like private.
Yeah.
If changes happen, private can change like this.
Kabonako, yeah.
Government, I get what's going on, honestly.
No,
I really
Protocol.
don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, but I did the show. I put my heart into it. I tried to build the kind of show that I like or whatever. Cool.
Yeah.
Today, Holy 31 it's a match. It's the last day. It's the last day of our contracts. Tomorrow I start a new contract. Tomorrow, on the 1st of April, we start new contracts.
On April Fool's Day, what if they had...
Maybe the April Fools.
Okay, so this show is coming out on the 2nd, I get it. What out yesterday was April Fool's Day. So on the
Yeah.
31st
Yeah.
was the last one. So,
Well,
but
that's
they've
the last
already
one.
shown you, like, sharp.
No, more sharp.
I'm
Because
going to ask a
engaged-
private one. Yeah, how long do these contracts go for?
It's a year. It's
God
that's
damn.
not a private issue. It's not an NDA thing. Oh no, it's a real thing. RB was paying 75 billion an hour for years. For years.
Yeah.
75 billion an hour. For years.
Yeah.
No market adjustment, no inflation adjustment, nothing.
75.
People have been there for 15, 12 years, going through the same thing.
Yeah.
I got there and I found that weird.
Yeah, yeah,
So I've been championing for change.
yeah, yeah,
Some changes come into effect.
yeah,
Increments, rates, right?
yeah.
But not enough.
Yeah, all right. I really,
right now,
I really
that's all
don't
I
like
can
where
say.
this conversation is going. I
Right
feel
now, that's all
like
I
it
can
jumpy
say.
sets are like that.
You know
need
why?
to
Because
stop.
podcast.
No, God, they're gonna watch it, and then it's gonna be like
I'm okay with it. You know why, my man?
But where your truth?
I do my job.
Yeah, and you do an amazing
and
one
this
at that.
is the truth
Yeah.
of the matter.
Yeah.
There's some conditions that need to change.
Yeah.
Not just for me, but for future broadcasters that I'm looking at from UB Radio that we're trying to train and show them what's going on.
Yeah.
They're going to be assimilated into our industry.
Yeah.
I don't want them to find what Fresh Prince found when he was in his 20s.
Yeah, yeah,
And is still experiencing right now.
yeah. How is Fresh? Like, I have my own
I don't
experience
know,
with
man.
Get out, like, you
I don't know
toured
how
with
anybody
him.
is.
Nigga, from your experience, because you toured with him as well, and I've been trying to get him on the pod.
Fresh Prince or DJ Fresh?
No, Prince. No, DJ Fresh.
Okay.
Oh, Fresh Prince. Nick, I thought you had misspoke.
Oh, no. I'm there.
Is Prince still there?
Yes.
Okay. Are you guys okay?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I find it awkward. I just find it awkward that my OGs. I just find it awkward, man. I love my OGs, but I
Yeah.
find it awkward that how do you, for years, no
Yeah.
change was effected.
Because
And
you're trying to
were
keep your
there.
job, nigga.
Nah, fam. Where is your dignity? What's going on?
You can't find. You know who someone said? It's like Owen once said that. You know, I'm too real to a fault. So, no, I can tell.
Because these are my OGs, ne? So da moody conditioning to these things sharp, ne? And sure, you've been championing for them, and you've been punished, you've been ridiculed, whatever.
That's our show.
Oh no, I had the same figure as you when I was young. My OG. That's why nothing changed, because you gave up.
I know. I feel
People
you.
gave up, and not Kalwaska.
Yeah,
I fight for my welfare.
Yes, sir.
As much as I do for the future's welfare.
Yeah.
But that makes me a man of honor.
Yes, sir.
It makes me somebody who
You stand for something.
Yeah, stand
Yeah.
for intergenerational exchange of equity, if at all anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then, Bon,
I have no questions.
I can show. It's not make sure right now. Got it too. How do you do a show here? That's not make sure.
No, but you signed at least.
For sure.
I'm asking you because you're out
You make a
here.
statement. That's not a question.
Okay.
That's a statement.
Did you sign?
I can't speak on that because they don't go with the NDA.
Okay.
More private. That one. Me here like my dog. All I'm saying is that the world is at our fingertips right now.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad I've managed to live my dream.
Yes, sir.
I've achieved Yarna FM. I've achieved RB2.
Yes, sir.
I've achieved Channel O. I'm really trying to do more.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
have you looked at this platform? Like
Yes,
a
sir.
Podicast.
No, we're trying our best here. Bona monkey shoulder. Bona news cave.
Look at Clueless.
No, those kids. I don't know.
Them kids are not broadcasters. They're not.
Listen, I'm going to
They're
disagree
kids trying
with
to
you.
be cool.
I'm going to disagree with you. They have to learn the sport.
And that's the thing, Ska. Ne? Mikey, o khona hore ke ke mongwe le mongwe. Camera, o khona hore ke mongwe le mongwe.
Penyare, the barriers of entry are really low. So.
Exactly. So anybody can enter. I get the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Right now, anybody can enter.
Gate boots.
Gate tables
John.
are wide open. And unfortunately, every Tom, Dick, and Harry it goes viral because bad news spreads fast again.
Yeah.
So what about chill?
So do you feel, because I see a reason situation happening soon with a couple of these podcasts. No one is going to do that shit because come on. So so I'm just scared for them in that
It's
like
the new cool thing, Scott.
to talk shit.
Doing a podcast is the new cool thing.
they're really cool. Like, you know, I think Mamisto is the star right now.
Because she hot.
Yeah, yes.
She fine as hell, man.
That part.
You know, you can say it.
I can't say it.
I can say it.
All right, so that part.
We're being subjective. Can I go objective?
No, umunte. And only opinion. For her own sake, because like the business, and then be out there to drive. Once they're done with you, I'm just hoping or she teaches herself about the subject matters that she's gonna jump into. Even if you have it in front of you, read facts.
Who you think taught them about show prep? You think Joey? That's the weakest.
What do you
man.
think, Solomon?
Weak.
We have our own Saul.
He's another one. Hey, Penduga, what do you say?
Okay, we gotta shut it down. All right, cool. We gotta shut it down, guys. You have any questions for him? He's gonna have to sit with it all night like this, so we gotta shut it down. But I'm really happy. Like you're in a good space, my nigga. And I saw you hanging out with gorillas in Rwanda. I'm like,
yes sir.
My nigga living his best life. You know?
I'd be traveling. I'm in such a good space.
No doubt.
Good support system.
No doubt, my nigga.
And I walk with grace, man.
No doubt, my nigga.
I'm blessed.
I know.
I'm blessed.
God bless your heart, my nigga.
Thank
Guys,
you, man.
I think that's it. Check the Ponesa link. Buy airtime, buy Multimedia, you know, and also find the new specials that we got out here at News Cafe, guys. It's open. Come through, have a good time, you know, especially you UB niggas who started your Long Island, you know, fetish here. Come through, guys. They have an amazing menu. They even have this thing.
Yeah.
Why it's just check
Yo.
Yeah, man, America.
Yo. 1 million.
Don't hold you.
Yeah.
Guys, it's been fun, Papa.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you, man. Like that.
Wow, I appreciate this, Doug.
Another episode coming through next week, guys. It's been fun. Shout out Local Corner. Remember to subscribe to the page, guys. Let's subscribe. We out of here. Peace.
I always wanted to say that.
People of different identities. PODI-CAST with biggest CAR.